even? I can't remember. Oh yeah, we were in the weird dream
Fighting.
place. Oh my god, I'm a dinosaur! I completely forgot. I just scrolled down. I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's me. I identified the bones correctly.
They're indeed all
I'll
bones.
identify your bones.
You see, I can't make a bone joke because then it becomes sexual, and
Who says that ours isn't sexual though?
Well, yeah, but I have a bone.
I got loads of bones.
Yeah, same.
I'm made of bones.
Well, I'll have you know I have a very special bone.
I get certain bones.
Me too, my funny bone.
Why are our bones not special?
Mine is the
My bone.
scapular bone. It's very
Mine-
special.
Mine's the tibia. I don't know if that's a bone or
Euphibia.
a muscle.
The tibia is a bone, right?
It is
Yeah.
Hey.
a bone.
I should not be.
Mine's
continued.
the humerus.
My first
That's the
character.
leg bone, right?
My first
Yeah.
Kind
character
of
was a
humorous
goblin.
with what that means.
My first character was a goblin called Scapula, and his entire family were named after the human bones.
Oh,
So-
that's so cool.
Tibia, humerus, fibia.
Was humerus a funny guy?
Oh, it'd be so funny if you like stacked up.
He was the funniest goblin of them all.
I miss Scapula.
Ooh, I was reading a story today to the children.
Was it the
It's, I don't know if you guys have ever read it. It's like a children's book, but it's like an American classic. It's called The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. It's about like a China rabbit that goes missing and stuff, and it's his journey, and it's well cute. But I was doing like proper D&D voices, like proper getting into it with this like oh, what was it, like the doll fixer person, and I was just proper like acting it all out, getting all flamboyant with it. And the student teacher that I've got was just watching me, just like, how do you do that? I was like, what do you mean? She was like, how are you not like nervous to do that? And I was like, I play D&D.
I do this for fun.
Yeah.
Every
This-
Thursday.
This is my every week.
Yeah, I couldn't. I
Oh.
can't remember what voice it was that I did exactly, but I felt like I was channeling Lee.
Hey.
I was like, you know when you do like the posh noblemen voices. You know, I was just like, oh, what a fine specimen.
Oh,
or
what
whatever.
no. Welcome,
Yeah.
darling.
Yes, that was it. That was it. It literally says welcome, and I said it like in your voice, and I was like, oh, Lee,
Oh.
I'm playing D&D tonight.
See, because I read stories
Very
meant
excited.
for 4-year-olds, I use all the horrific goblin voices. So it's like,
Goblin.
"Passing." You know, the kids are like, what the fuck is this?
I wish
Harry.
my work colleagues praised me for playing D&D. The best I get is my supervisor mock me for it, and then tell everyone, "Hey, Connor's got dick and dinner tonight."
Oh.
Yeah,
And I'm like, no. I'm
that
not.
sounds great.
Um,
Well, I get shit ripped out of me for it because Phil, the assistant head teacher, who is also my member of SLT in my phase, just tells me that I'm a fucking nerd for going and playing D&D.
yeah, well,
then-
he's a member of Slut, so
Slut. But he's really nice, and he does know what D&D is, and he knows like it is. I think he's like nearly 50 or something. But he used to like play games and stuff when he was younger, and he knows like all the old bands and stuff, so it's pretty cool. But he just takes a piss out of me for it. And then I put a picture up of me doing like a D&D jigsaw puzzle. It was one of the Critical Role jigsaw ones while I was watching D&D, and he was like, that's even worse. That's just so sad. And I was like, why, Phil? Why? Why are you bullying me? Like, right in front of the kids as well. He was like, you're so sad. Oh, I think I'm cool. It's fine.
I mean, we've met you in person. Of course you're cool, you idiot.
I'm
Oh,
not. It's a
Megan's
lie
right.
I tell myself. What?
You're recapping. You rolled the word.
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
I'm well aware.
She was just staying really quiet.
She's like,
No one would notice.
if I let them talk until the
Just
end
like
of
Chloe
session,
John.
All you can do is hope we talk for the next 2 hours, Megan.
You can do it. I believe in you.
One more thing, sorry. I'm gonna be doing the D&D club for some of the kids at school after the half
Yes.
term. So if you guys have any ideas for me how to like introduce it to them, because I've not introduced it yet, and I'm really scared because I'm like they might think it's cool, but they also might think I'm a loser.
I will
So-
send you all my links because I wanted to do it at my school and they said no.
Oh really? Ah, it that so sucks. My head teacher asked me to do it. I was like, that's so weird. I was gonna ask you,
Yeah,
but I thought
I
you might
brought-
think it was lame.
I brought this up like a year or two ago, and they were
Yeah.
like, "Thanks for offering, but no, we don't want to offer that to our children." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Why not though? Like they're normally crying out for someone to run a school club.
Again,
I
though,
think because they're a no weapons school, and they were like, "You can't do D&D without weapons."
Ugh. There are
And I
no
was
weapons
like,
school.
It-
But this is a group of people
They
that
are
like.
absolute weapons.
When I said I played video games, they asked me if I played Candy Crush.
ugh,
Ah.
I don't think they
Oh,
actually understand
kill
what Dungeons and Dragons is.
them with a spade.
A blunt one.
Yes.
Ooh, I did okay on initiative. I mean,
Um,
still a bit shit, but where's Vlad? Sorry, they can
And
be
chicken.
and
um,
chicken.
I don't know. Just again, I said it last time you mentioned it, Rachel. But how can people be that dim-witted? It's a thing that endorses imagination and enjoyment of fantasy. For
There's so many
starters,
math skills and stuff in there.
Yeah,
Social skills, everything.
literally.
That's how I'm gonna sell it to them. I'm like, if you want to learn how to count better,
Yes.
come play Dun.
I was gonna say, isn't D&D essentially a maths club?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know why I'm here.
We managed to get
That's
away
how
with
you
it 'cause
play
we
online.
literally have Roll20. Half the time we don't even
Yes.
have to look at the screen for numbers.
I'm pretty sure the kids that join will be better at math than I am, so it's fine.
They'll just be like, Miss, how much is blah blah blah? I'll just be like,
I don't know.
Hold on.
The best thing is, you're not even doing it for the maths, you're doing it for the storytelling.
Yeah.
Right, it's fine. You succeed. It's fine. They're just like, but I rolled a 10. I'm like, fine.
It's a chicken. You're fine.
You bet I'm gonna put chickens in it.
You have to put funny skeletons too. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Rachel.
Megan, do the thing.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Alright. Okay, so we had snuck down to Vantress's basement in her castle place, and we were hiding, and she was in a room with all these weird ass floating crystals. Demise is in like a cocoon in the middle. Well, weird and creepy. Then Talos does his kicky kicks and knocks her out. And we all go in. The floor is creepy. I don't like it. There were lots of gems, and they hold all of the evil of mankind within them, which is perfectly normal. Definitely not worrying. And then, what's his name? Legion is there, and he appears, which upsets Trafalgar, and he's like, nobody touched Vantress, and he's doing stuff with her. And then nothing weird.
It's always weird.
Just soul melding. It's fine.
And then one of the gems like turns into a big Goliath golem thing. And we start fighting it, and then there's 4 of them, and then Trafalgar finds out that there's actually someone who's interfering with Legion and Vantress and ruining his soul meld. The chicken got knocked down again. He got back up, and then he got knocked down again.
And you're never gonna
Okay,
keep
no,
him down.
Back it up again. You're never gonna keep Ravi down. I'm so
Um,
excited.
Lycoris turns into a T-Rex.
Who?
Vanessa turned
Who?
into-
Yeah, sorry.
How'd you
Lycoris
do that,
Lycoris
Lycoris?
does.
Damn.
I'm not allowed to be a T-Rex. I think it'd be dangerous.
She's already got cool shit to turn into.
Oh, yeah, and then Vantress rises again and is like all angelly, cool now,
Peanut beach.
and the chicken gets up again, and we get teleported into this
Beautiful
dark
chicken.
room.
He's on one hit
I-
point.
I've written the chicken rises as like my final note.
The cock rises once more.
You beat me to it.
Same wavelength. Oh
A
dear.
decent chunk of my notes are just referencing whether
Okay,
Ravi's alive or dead.
I'm really sorry I involved this chicken.
I mean, resurrect. Sorry.
I'm so sorry. But I know that I can't just let him die. I'm too invested now.
Oh, and the cocoon in the middle got all cracked and had creepy smoke coming out of it and stuff.
Oh yes.
We love creepy smoke.
Now there's bones everywhere.
It's fine, Chloe. We need to preserve the emergency food ration.
He's not food. Chickens
Yeah.
are friends, not food. Can you imagine what blood would do if you had to eat him?
I was gonna say.
It'd stab you all.
At least he's going to a better place now.
Your stomach.
I was gonna say for me it's kind of, you know, the whole fallacy of sunk costs. I keep healing him, therefore I do have to keep him alive. If he ever does die, it makes the rest of the times pointless.
You're already invested.
I'm in too deep now.
I feel so bad. Hey, it was getting too easy before. We had to have a spell sync.
We just weren't dying enough.
We weren't. And then I nearly died and we fixed it by changing into a
Stares
T-Rex.
at Trafalgar in
Yeah, I know.
concern.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so
As if I made it changed into a T-Rex and I've already lost half my health. Absolute bullshit.
yeah, we all got teleported, and I don't have any night vision, so I can't see shit.
That's the point.
And that's all I know.
Okay. The only addition I can think of is some shit was said. Lycoris got stabbed in the side by
Oh yeah.
ascended Vantress, who,
Fuck that bitch.
long story short, after when you guys were in the middle of fighting all the golems, some member of her court, an assassin, invisible, crept up toward her and Trafalgar and the whole soul melding thing going on with Legion. Trafalgar heard it, reacted, managed to stop the guy from fully feeding whatever it was to Vantress in her unconscious state, though not before the connection was broken and she was somehow awoken from her unconscious induced state, turning into this new form in a series of flashes and inevitable chaos. That guy got very swiftly executed for the attempt. Legion was seen some degree of unconscious, or at least not moving. Vantress disappeared, appeared behind Lycoris, left her with a stab, said a few words, and then each of you felt yourselves drawn to this place. A place that is immensely dark. There is this sweet scent that looms the air, though it seems the sweet scent is there to mask the underlying one of decay. A slight kind of mossy smell lies there as well. It's a weird series of scents that kind of fly through all around you, all across the map, for those of you that can see and those of you that can't. There's what looks to be these series of bright red curtains with the symbol of a skull and a series of crossed bones behind it. And they go all the way around the arena. Though I believe you should be able to see outside of the arena, those of you with dark vision. And as you look out, those of you that can with dark vision, you see just an endless field of a dark grey, black. Seems to be some kind of maybe desecrated grounds. It's a bit tough to tell as you look out. Even with 60 feet, in the case of Lycoris it's 120 feet, but you know, you can just barely see the ground from up here, so you are pretty high up as of the moment, a minimum of like 50-55 feet. And the expanse of where you are at the minute, you can't see the end. It is just a black spot beyond your vision. And all amongst this battlefield around you, there are a series of skulls. Okay. A series of skeletons, their skulls. A bunch of them seem more along the humanoid side, though there's a few of them that have what look to be these small pointed parts on the tops of their skulls, whereas others have a series of additional bones in around the ribcage. A few more look as if they've got these two peculiar bones that protrude from their backs, specifically just a little past each of their arms and just below their shoulders. But beside that, as soon as you all get here, there is something strange that each of you feel, except for our dear Megan. Each of you, bar Megan, again, feel this weird sensation as if something's not right, but you can't quite click as to what it is. There's a darkness here, but it's strangely comforting and welcoming almost. It's like you know this place. It's like a homely vibe to you, though it's quite evidently by the smell, by the sight, that you would want nothing to do with this place if you could help it. For you, Megan, however, as with, again, what little vision you do have, the sensation is different. It's very alien to you. And as you kind of look around, you can't see and you can't feel Tari with you either. But there is this strange tingling sensation you feel all over your body. And you kind of have to look over your fingers a couple of times, as technically in this same time Vantress will be doing a speech, but for the sake of her context quickly, and you kind of like looking over yourself with that strange feeling of, it's almost like a power, and you can't quite immediately tell why you feel this way. Is there anything you would like to do? Otherwise I will monologue.
Okay, so I'm all tingly. There's no Tari.
No. For some reason you can't even sense them. It's more like there's a clear absence for the moment.
And I never would have felt that before, would I?
No.
This life.
Get rid of the map. Tari's not here. Fuck this place. I'm
Yeah,
leaving.
I I need to be able to see to use my whimsy eye. So I wouldn't be able to do that.
I can't cast spells as a dinosaur, can I?
No.
Oh no! Can you imagine a dinosaur?
Magical
casting, like,
dinosaur.
Fireball.
Rawr, rawr, rawr,
Oh,
rawr.
oh.
With its teeny tiny little arms trying to do the movements.
Yeah.
I'll just be kind of like feeling around in my mind, Tari, who's not there. I'm a little bit panicked, not happy, but I don't do anything.
Okay. Then, as you all get here, there is a silence for a second as you all start to kind of like look around and you start to like feel, and then you hear, ah, good. Everybody's here now. I hope you don't feel too stricken by my attack. Although, I don't suppose I should care. You're not the same woman, so... What do you all think this place is? I must ask.
Doctor, ice that bitch out.
Didn't actually mean it. If no one's gonna answer, I'm just gonna say fuck you.
So, with the top half of her head covered, there's no clear indication of like eye movement and whatnot. There's subtle head movements now and then where it turns, but other than that, the only assumption you can make is she is just looking at you. Her mouth that has this consistent I've won kind of smirk shrinks just a little bit into more of a slight disappointment, but then it curls back up again. Well, if you're not even going to play the game, then I suppose we can just get straight to the point. This is the Interment, a place where only the dead go. I built it specifically to punish you and your friends, and to bury you all together, just like you would want. It is my last and only courtesy to you, the one who houses my queen.
The dinosaur thinks that's very, very what's the word I'm looking for?
Obsessive.
Committed. She's committed to us. Dinosaur cat doggy.
This entire time as well, since I'm pretty sure Lycoris is the only one who can currently see her, she has been sat with her legs kicked over the side of her throne, and she's leaning back against the other arm, looking toward you all, but with no real intent. It's such a shame. So finely crafted and wasted on insolence. But a promise is a promise. I will kill them all one by one. You can watch. And then when it's just you and I left to dance, I'll make sure that your final movements are as beautiful as they should have been in your earlier days. Back when you were you. Though, I must say, it would be a shame to disappoint each of you so blatantly by taking your lives. I mean, we have the 2 children of a witch. It would be a shame if your poor mother never got hold of you again. Just imagine the fun she could have had. Maybe I'll bring you back and send you to her in pieces. She might be indentured to me for it. And then, of course, we have the adorable little one with the mother and father issues, who seems to be so very attached to what houses my beloved. There's a big grin on that one from her. I would hate for you to die first. It would be much better to see her die, and then kill you. Or kill you, kill her, bring you back, either or, it doesn't really matter the direction. And then of course, we have the Forsaken, the Chaste, the man with the wings. It would be a shame if the man who was seeking for you and your kin would never take you. That Chaste. I would like to see the look on his face, if and when. But I think since our connection is so poor, it might be better just take your life and your soul and throw the remains at him. What say you? Would that be pleasurable?
Not really. Might be more of a disappointment for you if you find that this place you're so dedicated to us is your very burial ground.
Oh, we shall see, shan't we? And
I want to eat this bitch.
and of course, there's the child of the dream, forsaken by the dream, but still the child of it. So powerful and yet so unaware. It would be a shame to crush you before your promised power could come to fruition. But I'm all about destroying the lives of possible later problems at the moment. And when I do, I'll make sure to go after your family next. Can't have any of them inheriting the possibility now, can I? Oof, and then of course, there's all the people you saved in Alden. Tell me, how were they doing last time you saw them down in the Underdark? Kept nice and snug with the Myconids. It would be a shame if, perchance, they could be manipulated. Does none of this sound fun?
Oh dear. Oh,
Sounds rather blasé, if you ask me.
the T-Rex is like snapping its teeth like row row row
Stomping
and
on the
swishing
ground.
its tail. Can I even understand what she's saying
Uh,
as the T-Rex?
does the T-Rex have languages? 'Cause
No,
I don't.
none. Not a single one.
No, then.
Ah.
You're just
T-Rex
hearing
is
it.
just hearing me 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 me.
You just hear like a rumble coming from the T-Rex's stomach anyway. My instinct is telling me that she is super.
I'm peering into the darkness at the threatening voice that I cannot see.
Oh yeah, I can't see it either. T-Rexes don't have dark vision. We've got
You
decent
blind,
perception.
girl. You blind.
Perception though.
You don't see anything and you just hear me 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 me.
I feel like I've really like handicapped myself in this fight. But I had 11 hit points, so
The dinosaur's like, am I back in the fucking womb? What's going on?
Just like wander off.
I feel like I probably would just go over and munch on these bones. In fact, that is what dinosaurs gonna do.
Nom 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 nom.
Lycoris. Yes, you may.
Yes. Okay.
I hope dinosaur doesn't
Just
want to eat
about.
the chicken.
It's very there, but at the minute it's kind of like someone you really hate that's your boss has just been shouting at you and you're just like, I could fucking break their skull. I'm gonna hold it just because I don't want to do it. So she finishes her monologue and you all feel a sudden silence, and the ground shudders just for a moment. It has this small quake. You guys kind of look around for a moment, slightly confused, and the image of Vantress over where she currently is still in place with the smug smile, though it doesn't last long, as within the blur of a second, Lycoris, you hear to your left, boo. and we'll actually begin initiative. So I'm going to roll her fun real quick. And she rolled the lowest, because of course.
Bitch.
So, before we start, everybody, please roll me a sanity check.
Oh. Do I have disadvantage on this? Or not?
Who's rolling
Um,
sanity?
Everybody.
Ah,
I've
let me just
only
do that.
Just got it back.
Danny's just borrowing my computer for a sec, but I am still listening.
I'm using
okay.
inspiration.
Okay.
Sanity. Does oh yes, 20. Does Ravi and the chicken do it too?
Ooh.
Vlad and the chicken. Ravi and the chicken.
Vlad does, Ravi doesn't.
I don't know whether to use inspiration or not.
Mhm.
It was not fun having low sanity.
I got 20. Right.
I mean, I
I'm back
can
in a sec.
imagine what sanity is going to do to me anyway, so.
I was there. Makeup.
I'll use it.
Okay.
That's better.
Very nice.
I don't know if I don't think I want to use my inspiration yet. I feel like I'm gonna need it later.
Okay. So, as she appears at your side, goes boo. There's this sudden burst from her mouth, her lips, that causes an echo of that single word. It causes almost like this thunderous chorus of the word outward. But there's not a thunder effect. It's not like the sound is causing this. It's the moment she says the word and it echoes out, there's something beneath it as it travels through all of you. You feel your very souls shivering for that moment. She has pierced your very being with some kind of psychic, necromantic fusion through her intention. And specifically, let me just double check.
Should I have rolled as a T-Rex for that? Because the T-Rex doesn't have sanity.
No, it'll be yours.
Ah, that's okay then. I'm the sanest fucking T-Rex you've ever met, with a -4 intelligence.
Good thing sanity is related to its own thing then. So Vlad, like chorus,
Nice.
and just checking multiples and things. Vlad, Lycoris, Brewin.
Even with his reroll.
Mhm.
Jeez.
Mhm. As it echoes through, the three of you get hit the worst. You feel the shudder, the quake run through your very souls for a moment, and as it does, your entire body starts shivering, and there's this disconnect between your very being and things that you draw into yourself. To be more specific, for the next round, you cannot use magic, you cannot use anything even remotely considered an indirect control. So you can still use weapons, you can't trigger any of their magical effects. Anything that requires a connection to the ethereal, to the magical, the weave, to the anything is currently
How-
disconnected.
This is fine for Vlad, other than
How-
Shadow Dagger possibly.
How does that work with the sword that's literally bonded to my soul?
Just we'll, I'll tell you that in a minute.
You'll have to find out.
Yes, you'll have to find out. As well, please reduce your sanity scores by 2.
I mean,
Can
my
you-
sanity wasn't great to begin with. So.
Can you reduce Vlad's, please?
I
Because
can
I'm not at my PC.
indeed.
Thank you. Does anything happen to the people who rolled above that? Like, not half stuffs or...
Yes, you only
just shudder.
reduce your sanities by uno.
Okay.
They just get that feeling that, you know, when you just stood still and you're like, oh, what was that? Someone's just walked over my grave.
Yes. A shiver across your very being.
Nice.
Just curious, actually.
Yes.
Just bear with me, I'm reading this. As technically I failed a saving throw, is the saving throw I'm failing, right?
It's technically a check, though go for it, is the way I'll say it.
Because- Does that count towards this?
Yes. Go for it.
Are favoured by the gods.
You just succeed.
Nice.
Very nice.
Worth it.
Good job.
There's a couple of things there, but I'll finish off the thing I'm saying first. So everybody that succeeds reduce your sanity score by 1. In the case of Lycoris, bless you. Bless you.
Let's do.
In the
Thank you.
case of
Yeah, sure.
Lycoris, as it fades through you, you feel your entire body shudder, and the blade in your hand, the wound still in your side. There is a moment where your form, like half of your face and a good portion of your right arm, returns to your normal side, almost like it's shattered, and then it quickly returns back to the way it should be. You will retain the form, though you are currently disconnected from the sword, and the sword itself is just a normal blade right now for you. So, despite the anger the sword currently holds, that anger is the sword's anger and not yours. So you temporarily are in control of yourself, though I'm pretty sure you're about to
Nice!
stab a bitch anyway.
Thanks! You did me a solid, Vantress. Thanks, hun.
There's a smile.
I didn't say that out loud. I just thought it.
Okay. There's
That's
a
way too cheerful for like Boris.
Thanks! Too energetic. Thanks, girl.
She's like, oh my god, what have I done?
So that means my eyes go back to normal then.
Yes.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
in the case of Bremen, as favoured by the gods triggers, there is a slight moment where your wings bounce on their own as your body's starting to give in and the magic is being drawn from you. Your wings burst out from your back, lead this wondrous illuminating light around you for a moment, and then the effect is like shunted out of you. You feel it still took something from you, in this case the 1 sanity, but the effect is removed. And with that passing through you guys, have I forgotten anything?
I don't know. Maybe.
I will assume no. Let me just check. So, like all these.
Which weapon do I use?
Suppose that's. Oh wait.
Can I? Because Sinita's damage is going to be different in it.
Yeah.
Is it? Wait, Sinita heals me and it takes away legendary actions. Is that the magical thing?
Yeah.
So the damage is still the same.
Yeah, the damage will still be the same.
Okay, that's fine. My brain got very confused.
Um,
And I crit on an 80 now.
and Vladimir. Okay, so it was only Vlad and you in the end.
Ah. Yep.
Very nice. Okay. So after that is performed, she smiles, tilts her head a little bit. It's your turn, Lycoris.
I'm just gonna turn to her and attempt to ram the sword through her stomach.
What's that?
That's new Vantress.
What?
That's the new Vantress.
What's you over there?
No,
Yeah,
she
she's
teleported. That's how she
bling.
whispered in our ears.
Oh.
Very
She did-
upsetting because I can't see where that circle just appeared.
Oh my
She's
god.
very
Wait, why
blind.
can I see? Oh, is it because
There's-
Ravi?
There's Ravi, Vlad, yeah.
Can Ravi not be a beacon for
And
us all?
your token's over there as well. No.
Damn it! Yeah, mine's eating some bones over here.
Does a 24 hit?
It does indeed. I will say though, you are not going to recover health.
I know, because she unfriended me from my thought.
Well, I mean, there's
I
also
got Facebook unfollowed.
there's also the other problem of, as you cut her and the sword draws in the blood, you see its intent to move toward you and heal you, but the second the healing effect begins, the injury she gave you starts to sting, and any healing you would get, you take an equivalent damage instead. By the
Wow.
wound. So the sword
Wow.
instead stops.
Okay. So I take the damage and then it stops.
The way it is,
Or
is it cancels itself out pretty much.
Oh, okay, good. I smack again!
Cool, that also hits. So
Oh my God.
11 and 19 because big smack.
And I would like to rage.
What is your strength?
It's big strength, man.
Like, my T-Rex is
Big
20.
strength.
My T-Rex
boy
is
strength.
25, and that's +7. So I'm like, how the fuck do you get +12 to it?
Big boy strength.
You know, I love that I can see right now as Rachel's saying that she's flexing to herself and she's like, big strength.
Big boy. Big boy strength.
And Kieran's looking at you like very silently and just shakes his head and continues playing his game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm raging again.
Yeah.
Are you?
Okay. So rage damage. Trying to calculate everything properly. Okay. As you strike her the first time, you see as she catches the blade, and the blade does still cut through her hand, and you swipe it through, leaving a large slice along her palm, which she opens her fingers out, smiles, and you notice it starts to heal very slowly. This is not actual healing, it's just my way of saying she resists.
Bitch.
And then you swipe again. She takes it full force, open-armed almost. Starts healing slowly.
Darkness.
Is that you?
Yep.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, she smiles, and with her sliced hand, she waves away, and she will teleport back to her seat.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Come
Yes,
catch me
she
if you
does.
can, darling. Blood.
And I take it that is the dagger, the dusk dagger, isn't gonna work. Like, it'll work as a normal weapon. Is
It'll
that
work
right?
as a normal weapon, yeah, but he can't interact with it at the minute.
Okay. Would he have been able to feel her teleporting next to them with the tremor sense thing? 30 feet.
Technically, no.
Oh.
Unless she moved around him. If she just appeared,
Okay. Would not like feel her feet touch the floor or anything. Did it not?
if she touched the floor, yes.
But she did not touch the floor.
No.
Okay. Stupid bitch.
How dare she be so invisible?
She's just trying to get around all that shit.
Although, to be fair, I will say, those of you with dark vision can give clues.
Oh yeah.
Okay, when she goes back to her chair, I'll shout, "Get back here, bitch! Stop cowering on your throne."
Vlad's
go.
just like, she was here? What?
There you go. There's my cue.
Okay, well, he is going to, because he doesn't want to, like, jump straight in. He really wants to jump straight in, but he's kind of, like, you know, itching forward kind of thing. But he's going to take a breath, and he's going to use his action to do, like, a magic awareness thing. So, he says an estimate. Open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover.
Very nice.
And he knows, as a non-magic caster, he knows what spells are cast. So, if that's okay.
I had to think about that for a second, but considering it's barbarians and their weird senses, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a wild thing.
Mm.
Does it cast as a spell if it's just awareness though?
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. But
Because he doesn't have spells.
Just because of what barbarians are like with senses, even if it's from a wild magic kind of area, it's fine. It's yeah.
Yeah. And his wild surge, if he raged, the wild surge would still work because it's based in nature and not in magic.
It's still
Or is
a
it magic?
connection to stuff.
So it would have worked.
No, it's still rage.
Stupid woman!
It's still rage,
Literally.
but it would literally just be "Rawr, I'm angry," and not "Rawr, magic."
It's so annoying.
She is.
Vlad was already useless, and now he's even more useless, and now I'm useless, apart from
Hey,
if she
he's
can save me
your brother.
I don't care, I'm allowed to say it. And I'm useless, because I'm just a fucking stupid T-Rex, so unless I get to go to her and go, "Arr," then I'm shit too. It's okay, I'll charge her at some point. So that's what he's gonna do, and just try and see if there's anything magical. He can't see anything, but I feel like he'd be able to sense, like, the magic. And I don't think it's not a visual thing, is it? So it won't glow to him, but he'd be able to tell what direction maybe all the magic is in, and that might be where she is.
It does
Maybe.
say you'll know the location of any spell or magic item in 60 feet.
Yeah.
So
Where's 60
when I'll say when she casts something or uses something, he'll be able to tell where it came from
Yeah, okay.
at that point.
Cool, thank you.
Yes. Is that blood?
Oh, the bones aren't magical, are they? He can't see the bones, but they're not magical.
No. They're
Okay.
just bones.
Okay, because I
They're
was eating
bone.
them thinking, oh my god, what if they come to life and they're in my belly? Cool. Yeah, that's Vlad then.
Okay. Then it's time for T-Rex U.
Well, I can't see her, but can I try and sniff her out, like?
Make a perception check with the dinosaur stats.
Okay, what do I do for it? Do I just roll a d20 and add my perception?
The dinosaurs, yes.
Yeah.
Do you have
So,
access to the
D20.
sheet?
I just have it on 5e tools. I don't have a sheet. I was gonna do a sheet, and then I got really busy at work, so.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we can use 5e.
Cool. So yeah, it is literally just d20 plus 4 in it for my perception, dinosaur perception.
Yes.
Oh shit! 12.
You,
But my passive perception is 14.
you
that'll
smell her in the general direction of far above you, around about there.
Okay.
Though it's very fragrant around here, so you're not sure if it's just that's where the greatest pile of the scent is
Yeah.
coming from, or if she is actually there. But there's something over there that has a slightly different, more like skin and blood and bones kind of smell, more so than the blood and bones in all around you.
Yeah.
What would Rex like to do?
Rex would like to. Where's my fucking movement? There it is. 50 feet. Yeah, Rex is gonna
Great.
charge 50 feet over there, which is there. And then
Stomp,
I'm just
stomp,
gonna like
stomp, stomp, stomp.
swing my tail around and try and hit something.
And make an
It
attack.
says reaches 10 feet. Attack is plus 10 to hit. So do I just do d20 and add 10 again?
Yeah.
22.
Very nice. As you go charging forward, stomping, there's a moment where you feel like you hear something, you stop, you started climbing some stairs, you stop, you swing very wildly in a wide arc, and you don't feel anything. You feel pretty fucking cool though. You just swung your tail, and you're pretty sure you heard the sound of the wind like being whipped all across you, and there's this little air wave that floats around you for a moment, and you're just like, oh fuck, I'm cool. I'm a fucking T-Rex.
T-Rex, well. It says I have a multi-attack, but I can't make my attacks against the same target, which is stupid. Probably because I'm so big and it'd take me like a full turn to turn around. So I wouldn't be able to then bite out, would I?
No.
Or would I be able to, like, because I'm not aiming at a specific target, would I be able to kind of bite out in the other direction? Like if my tail's whipping over here, can I bite out over here or not?
Sure.
Okay, cool, thank you. So another plus 10 to hit. I'm not going to get anything, I'm not close enough, but... 15!
So as you kind of like, after you swing, you flail your tail around, don't feel anything, you feel the whipping of wind, and then you quickly bite in toward the air around you. You feel like for a moment you hit something, and then as you start to open up your mouth, you realise you just bit down on your teeth a little too hard and didn't realise.
Oh no! Okay, as I'm gonna get really frustrated and I'm gonna do the big Jurassic Park style roar, like the big roar. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what they sound like. It's really noisy.
He's a big boy with a
Yeah.
noisy chunkers.
That's what T-Rex would do. It's not very smart, but -4, bitch.
He tries his best, and that is what
Yeah.
we need.
Although -1 charisma, but I think that T-Rexes are very charismatic.
Under what
There we go.
evidence?
She's really cute.
I mean, that's, that's fair.
And in Jurassic World, the T-Rex helped save them against the Indominus Rex. I'm pretty sure. I think I've not seen it for a long time. So they're charismatic.
I think
This
you've
is
been
the
spending too much
D.
time with Ryan.
I'm finished.
Okay,
I tried.
as your turn comes to an end, you hear silly little animal.
What?
Oh, and the T-Rex is
bitch.
delightful too.
Oh,
And you actually hear that in your head, so it comes
maybe
out
she was
as actual.
talking about the chicken.
No, you specifically hear that in your head.
Oh no. Doesn't understand it. It's just rah, 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 in my head.
Surprisingly, you do understand it.
She speaks T-Rex. Even I don't speak T-Rex,
I mean,
and I am one.
hold on,
If she
there's a-
kills me before I get a chance to land an attack as a T-Rex, I'm gonna be really mad.
Oh, she's not going to kill you, but instead she is going to
No, don't do it.
smile, wave her
Oh, okay.
hand, and say, "I'll make you some play, friends.
That's
Since
even worse.
you clearly would like some company."
Yes, please.
And then a couple of little flickering flames ignite themselves. These green fires, 4 fires appear around the stairs, surrounding you.
Eat them.
And then 2 little motes of pure orange hellfire in the middle. And then you see forming itself a flaming skull,
Ooh.
consuming the fires to create
Is it-
themselves.
Is
it
it
is-
a bird skull?
It is literally a flame. No.
Hey, does that light things up though?
That's what I was wanting to know.
Just a
Oh,
slight.
is that birds coming to attack us?
I'll kill you. I'll kill all of you.
It's the
And I'll
bird
mean it.
skull.
I mean,
Bird
you were
skull
already
strider.
gonna do that anyway, so why does it
Yeah,
matter?
you are. It
Because
looks like a metal
fuck
band.
you. That's why. I don't know. Shut up.
That's a very impolite thing to say.
Is
It
it
is.
lighting up though? Because that's important.
Can you see the one over here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good.
It's lighting up, guys. I made it so you can see. I'm not totally
Thank
using
you.
Did you? Did you?
But where's
Or-
Vantress?
Who knows? Because you're gonna have to find out.
I can just see black here. Is she there?
Who knows?
Where is she? Is she up here?
That's a bit
Who
racist.
knows? So, as the flame
I
skulls.
can't bite these skulls so
Yeah, you
much.
can.
Can I? I'll hurt myself.
Yeah, probably. Because you're gonna have to find out. Bite them. Dare you? Do it.
T-Rex will definitely try to eat them.
Oh, actually, these illuminate for a lot more than I thought. Hold on.
Woo!
It's literally like, pretty much like 30 feet.
In a radius.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
30 feet radius. Oh my god! That's so
Mhm.
much. Yeah, space them out a bit more so we can see more stuff.
Shut up, you. There we go.
Yes, look
so-
at that! Look at that! We're all illuminated.
So
Where
as
is
they
she?
as they appear, you start to hear the cackling. Just as they look toward you, their mouths flickering out embers as they do this weird, almost like throatless cackle. Their little jaws clacking, and that is Legendaire. Asadari.
Well, now I can see stuff, but I still
Woohoo!
can't see her.
I know. I thought she'd be here for sure. Is she there? Is that a throne? That looks like a throne.
What distance are we? Far.
Very far. Not even an Eldritch
Far
Blast
enough I
across
need
this
to
map.
zoom out.
Or maybe an Eldritch Blast would, but only
I think it
just.
would, but I still can't see the target.
Don't cast as the.
I was gonna do that, but I can't do that. I can't do that.
me every session. Me now. I'm a T-Rex.
I doubt it'll work, but I'll use my bonus action to see with my whimsy eye. But
Okay.
we're not in a Fey realm, we're in a dead realm. I don't know.
So, as you're looking out, your eyes, as you close them for a sec, reopen them with that nice sheen across your eyes. You look forward and you see the flames on the flame skulls are illuminating with a wondrous pink colour that triggers your whimsy eyes.
Okay. And because I cannot see the enemy, I will give Riwen a nice slap on the back. I will give him a d4. Feels nice. I was gonna say I'll slap his butt, but
Sister, that's a bit weird.
which is why I went for the back.
See, she's saving that for the next time she wants to give him inspiration.
My headset went off. I'm sorry.
That's right.
It's good. You didn't want to hear. It's fine.
What did I miss?
You missed a lot.
Sexiness.
Oh, did I? Why?
Because your
What?
headset died.
We don't know why you missed it, but yeah, you missed
Hey,
it.
what did you do to Brewin?
You gave him a gentle caress, as you do to your brother.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You sound so disappointed.
I saw anything to hit on the sexy edge, and I'm like, I know what's been going on.
You should be happy that he brother zoned her.
Yeah.
Did he? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did in his like dream sequence.
I remember now. Yeah, that was a good moment.
Wow.
I'm not that
Hey.
he's bitter.
I didn't even get sister zone. It was just, you're weird now. Bye.
Also, just putting this out there, I kind of forgot Trafalgar should have been in the initiative, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Oh yeah, please, because we might die if he doesn't help us too.
There we go.
Oh, that's very convenient.
11, 11, 11.
Hey, that's kind of lucky.
I love it.
Well, we hope so.
Hopefully.
Asadari,
No, that was me.
Okay, so as you check with Whimsy Eye, you see the flaming skulls illuminate for a moment, and then you give a good old backpack, and that brother zoning carries on. You notice as your turn comes around and your time for holding onto the Whimsy Eye to look around drops for the turn, but as it starts to drop, you blink almost on instinct as a shut-off method, so to speak. And then when you open your eyes again, you notice everything has got what looks to be almost like an airy hue of pink. All around the place, your Whimsy Eye is triggering. So, as your turn comes to an end, it's Trebaga's turn. And he, being the boy, he has a lot of things. Just making sure he can actually see, because if he can't fucking see, it's going to be very fucking... There we go. So he's going to move over here and draw himself. Oh, that's new. There's a filter system on your abilities now?
What?
Where your features and traits are, there's a thing at the top that says filter by.
Yeah, there
That's
it
cool.
is. Very sure. Doesn't show anything racial from it though, which is kind of
Let's get to this point. You're gonna shoot it with this crossbow. Pew! Look at me actually hit things. He can't trigger sneak attack with this, but he will at least hit with the piercing. And then he's going to, I think, bonus action, hide in a pile of bones. And yes, that's the thing you can do because I said it. So shh.
He's a ninja.
Ning. So shoots, goes running over, duck rolls, and then lands beneath a decent like stack of them. Crossbow ready, and he just looks forward and waits. Also, he has an absurd amount of gold. Talk to him about that. I'm outing
Why'd you
him.
gotta out him like
I'm
that?
outing
Yeah,
him.
I was gonna say, should you be telling us this?
He has so much gold.
I mean, I would have found it on his corpse anyway. That's all I'm just saying.
Well, yeah. Bruin.
Shalom. Right. Let's do this shit. Okay. I'm going to just assume this, but tell me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Are they hostile?
No.
Convincing.
That's convincing. Roll me a persuasion check.
I'll have you know I have a plus infinity because I'm the DM and I can make everything real.
Oh wait, I can't do that to you.
There you go. Are you persuaded yet?
I am persuaded.
Did you type
Into
in the
my-
number that you wanted? Oh, you did, you little shit. I was
No,
well
I
impressed with that.
didn't.
It says brackets 94.
Yeah, that's because that's what it rolled.
That's what it rolled.
Look, if I could
think you
choose the
typed it in.
numbers, this would be more cinematic. Far more cinematic.
But due to my poor lifestyle choices and just my general confusion about me, I'm going to attack one anyway.
Do it
I'm going to shoot that one.
with your penis.
Is that an option?
I mean, anything's technically an option if you're really that brave.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it with chill touch. Oh wait, no, that's I had advantage on. Yeah, just use it.
I don't fucking care. Connor, would you like to know something sad?
It's immune to necrotic, isn't it?
No, it's resistant. I was going to say it's immune to cold, but that's not a cold spell, which,
Yeah.
considering it's called Chill Touch, is very, very annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 6 damage.
Okay.
Hold on, let me just check that.
I forgot to ask, Lee. I still have my wings out, right?
Yes. Extra damage.
Extra damage.
Radiant?
Yes.
Okay, well, he doesn't have anything for that, so it's equal to your level,
Yes.
which is 8.
It is 8.
Okay, just leaving that open-ended, just in case. I can remember most things about your abilities and whatnot, but your level? Don't be absurd. Is that you, my dude?
That.
Okay then. At the end of your turn, she waves her hand, and each flame skull is going to shoot a single fire ray at our dear girl as a T-Rex. So, unos, dos,
No!
tres, cuatros. All but one of them hit because T-Rex AC. You take 33 total fire damage.
1 second, sorry.
Do you want me to do it?
Thought she was silent in anger.
Just like, hold on, let me just pack my rage away.
Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize.
Grab a bit, put it in your pocket. Grab a bit, put it in your pocket.
Hello.
Sorry, how much damage did I take? 33.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Chloe?
You
Are
sounded,
you okay?
you sounded like really throaty for a second there.
You sound like you just bit your tongue.
No, I was just checking
you
on my
bite
boy. He's about to go out, so I was saying bye.
33.
And then I just had a drink before, and I had one of those like weird bubbles in my throat, so I go,
Oh.
what? So I keep having to like cough and clear my throat.
When I get there, it makes me sound really deep, and I think Lee's witnessed me sound like that before, and it's really weird.
Mine just goes really high pitched, and I'm like, why can't I do my HP on my T-Rex? Oh, because I'm not on the arrow. I was on the lines. Never mind.
Ah.
33.
Yeah.
What's 74 degree 33? 1 in my ones column, and what's in my
41.
tens column? Okay, there we go.
31.
Ah, I didn't press enter.
You kid.
Ah, why do I have 41 hit points to fucking T-Rex? So mad.
Now the anger.
Ravi's
Oh,
turn. What does our cluck cluck chicken want to do?
Fucking hell.
With 1 HP.
With no magic. Can he still make things go to stone? Probably can't do that with these though, can he?
Well, Ravi didn't have to do the check.
Oh. Oh, but he can't really do anything. He's just gonna die. But also, I don't want him to be just fucking useless again.
We all have to make sacrifices.
The greater good.
I will say, if it does help, Ravi is strangely quiet. It
What does that mean?
seems Ravi's not acting as normal.
Why?
Who knows?
What's he doing?
Who knows?
At the minute, it's
He's
just
very familiar with being dead.
he's just like, wow, I've been here before.
Yeah.
Is he a ghost chicken? Does
Vlad-
Vlad feel anything?
Vlad on his back, noticing all this going on, having that small moment, trying to get his breath back, kind of looks down for a second, bit confused, noticing Ravi's just staring forward and waiting for some kind of command, with no noise, no movement, almost like he's on an autopilot, just waiting for
But-
the command,
So, will he not do anything unless Vlad commands him to?
seemingly.
Ah, but Vlad doesn't want to command him to go in and die.
Indestructible.
You
So
know,
I was just gonna get him to go and like run in, but he probably wouldn't. Vlad wouldn't let him.
Megan. Megan,
Yes?
do me a perception or Arcana check, please.
But I cannot see the bird.
That
that
is not a
anyway.
problem.
Okay.
What if Vlad's just like, hey, Ravi's really quiet?
Perception or perception.
So, you have noticed a very big absence of clucking sounds and stampeding, besides the T-Rex, of course.
Is he
And-
dead again? He's dead again.
And as you hear Vlad
Damn it.
mention something's weird with Ravi, you turn around. Your eyes are slightly sore with all the extra light and this weird, like, it's almost like your eyes are drying out seeing this place, and everything being drawn in a pinkish hue. And then you look at Ravi, and Ravi, from head to, well, I guess claws, talons, is fully pink. Like, there's not a single part of Ravi that you can see anyway, but the entire form is visible to you as a pink
Good luck.
overlay. But nobody else
Should
is that.
die in pink.
Only things and creatures from the Fae have ever been that. But you've never seen Ravi painted in these colours.
Cool.
So I'll give you a little extra. Because big numbers. Usually you've only ever experienced it once before when you were at home. And there was one time with a certain sibling of yours, a young, adorable little thing, by the poolside, and you'd seen this one rabbit with strange ears hopping by. You'd seen a flicker of colour across its form, and then as it disappeared away, you and your sibling dear spent a couple of hours together, enjoying the gentle spring and a nice breeze. You fell asleep at one point, and eventually, when you awoke, you woke up to the same scene, your brother still there, but as the rabbit came jumping by again, you viewed it, and this time it didn't have a sheen whatsoever. There was nothing different about it, but at the same time, it's the same species. It should have had the same effect, unless something caused it to change. Only then, later, you come to realise it was some form of, almost like a dream. It's kind of like your version of deja vu. And it only ever really happens with things that leave an impression, usually. But in this case, Ravi isn't really a creature that's left a great impression on you, but it's definitely left a massive impression on Vlad. And you assume there's possibly something going on with Vlad in that regard. Not to mention, everything here becoming a pinkish hue is a bit concerning. This place has elements of the Fae illuminating everywhere, but it feels like a dream. So take as you will. Ravi. What would you like Ravi to do?
Well, can a Vlad like command him on his turns? I guess.
You can command him now if you want.
Oh, it's so difficult because I know what I want him to do, but Vlad would not want him to do it.
Send him in to be killed?
Yeah. Well,
Then
maybe not be killed, but oh wait, hold on. Oh, okay, right. I can try this. If I think I can anyway. How far away is that? Oh fuck, never mind. We're too far away.
well, given his health, and how much Vlad would prefer to not have him harmed, it can be an easy assumption to leave him back.
Yeah, but you know the speed. He's got 40 foot and then 20 foot fly speed. It's either or, isn't
Mhm.
it? Yeah. uh. Yeah. Okay. He's gonna hold an action to peck just in case anything comes within range. Then I guess
Okay.
just because, if he can only be commanded, Vlad wouldn't send him in.
Okay.
I wanted him to be useful. Yeah, that's Rami's turn then. I could have sent him in and then made him disengage as a bonus action, then come back, but it's too far away.
Yeah.
So
It'd have been a lot of movement. He probably wouldn't have got out.
yeah, he wouldn't have done it because he would have been able to dash, and that's it. He wouldn't have been able to disengage if he dashed.
So,
Oh well.
as that comes around, Vantress will take her turn. As
Oh, no.
a bonus action, she is going to slip space itself and appear right where she likes to be the most.
Next to her girl.
Next to her girl! And as she
Love
appears
her
here,
girl.
she summons to her hand the strange spear that is still in her picture, that has the chain that whirls around it. And there's something about the chain more so than the spear that leaves this lingering familiarity and concern with a lot of you, as she is going to attack you again like Goris. 19 and a 31 to hit.
It's
23 force damage, 9 necrotic for the first.
you're just gonna have to give me a total here.
31.
Okay.
Wait. Maths, 32.
Okay. Yeah.
And 31 for the second.
Fuck me.
How are you looking?
Not great.
No.
So you notice as she's striking towards you with the spear, she's not properly making use of the tip of the spear, and as she swings towards you, it's more like she is actually like swinging it toward you, more so than piercing. And as she swings it towards you, you feel more of a heavy strike from the chains that are wrapped around it as they flail off and strike you. But then you do also feel the sharp pierce from the tip of it into like your shoulder at the last moment, into your gut at the last moment, as she swings towards you with these blinding strikes, this quick speed. And then as quickly as she strikes and finishes her series of attacks, she lets it go, it disappears, and then she places her free hand to her mouth, blows a small kiss, smiles, and says, "It looks like you're having some trouble dealing with this. Should I slow down a little bit? Shall I tease it for a while?"
Oh my god. I don't know whether it's creepy or hot.
Could be both. You know, should you manage to survive this, I might let you live after all. Possibly I can take your soul out and bring her back. Or I might just forego the whole plan and I will take on Demise instead. Perhaps it's time I let this love die.
I think they were lovers.
And as she finishes speaking, moves her hand towards your cheek
Ugh.
and brushes very lightly with a little smile.
Do I have any memory of this?
not of
I
any
have-
intimacy at all.
I have a weird ship forming.
So
in my head now.
is she a crazy stalker that was unrequited, or did I delete all those memories?
It feels like from what you remember, like total memory. It's just this two guys fucking shipping them as well now.
Oh, of course.
Vicorus? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, from what you actually recollect, she was mostly just a very doted attendant. Beyond that, you never really, or maybe you just ignored it, but you never really saw any like lovey-dovey instincts between you and her.
Oh,
It was
no.
more just,
Damn it.
you know, a lot of she really enjoys your company kind of thing. She wants to serve the lady of the house.
This was unrequited then, huh?
Hmm.
Lee's sinking my ship before I've even built it.
Hey, look, all I'm going to say is, I'm telling you as it was, you can tell me how it is.
Hey. He loves her baby.
If
She
I'll
has
have a
a
think.
she has a doll that looks exactly like Lycoris and just brings it everywhere and hugs it after serving
yeah,
her, being
she-
like,
she has a body pillow.
Yes.
I mean, who doesn't?
So, if you guys want that ship to set sail, all I'm going to say is, Elder Vampire Lycoris and Newborn Angel Vantress. I mean, it's a fucking cute ship. But
Ah,
one of them's
yes.
slightly insane and the other one's Lycoris.
It's
Stop
fine. We love
shipping
it.
me!
We
You
love it,
ship
we
me
love
with
it.
too many people! It's getting ridiculous!
I'll have you know, Esatari is the one we were shipping with everybody. God.
Yeah. I also ship myself with a lot of people, so.
Y'all are just too horny on main. Simmer
Yeah.
down.
So as she finishes that up with the smile, she's going to use her movement and she's just going to casually start strolling away backwards.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You can certainly try with disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage? What is this?
oh, do I get a thingy?
18?
Hold on, what the fuck was the... Oh wow, that was a 20 on the first. Fuck. Yeah.
Oh,
wait,
I could have
wait.
got a crit!
Yeah.
Fucking hell, 32! Jesus Christ!
That's her max. How come, Connor?
No, I just realised I read it more. It's fine. It's
Okay.
only if they're stepping 5 feet away from me that I can use a spell on them rather than using
Oh,
melee attack.
war mage or whatever it was.
No, we
Ye-
couldn't
what
use
was that?
spells. I'm
Yeah.
so confused.
Not only people
He-
that were weirded out, that had the weird.
Oh!
Me and
okay.
Vlad.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I love that. It's got to use spells. That's fine.
as she
You
started
can have to do
to
anyway, it's fine.
as she started to walk away backwards, her arms behind her back with a smile, you quickly swing forward. You're noticing just as you begin arcing, her body has these weird shifting moments where parts of her look like they blur, and then she appears half a step back, but not enough for you to miss slicing along her neck for a moment. Just about managed to clip a layer of skin and she starts to bleed ferally from it.
Oh.
And then she winces just a little bit. You see a little bit of a tension around the neck, and then it starts to, and again, air quotes, heal. Maybe this will be interesting after all, if you can actually land a hit. Good. Then she turns around and, like a blur, blips back her distance. And because the creatures she summoned go on her turn, they're going to bombard you, my dear T-Rex.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh
Oh,
dear.
it's gonna be so bad!
They are going to cast fire rays twice each,
Why?
because that's
All
what
four
they do.
of them?
Yeah, flame skulls.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be
Yes.
a roasted T-Rex.
So the top left fires 2,
Tasty.
16 and a 20 to hit for a total of 28 fire damage.
Oh wait, I didn't even see my fucking thing. What is my... I don't think my AC is that good for a
You've got
T-Rex.
13.
I'm really big. 13? That's
Mhm.
shit. I think even my Wizard's got 13. I don't even, actually no, I think it's 11. Ugh. Go on then. How much damage?
Yours
Oh no, I've got
is-
14. How did I get 14?
Did you cast a spell on yourself?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't think
Um,
so.
28 from the first, though.
Oh my
Though,
god!
though hold on, because the
Okay.
second one might take your HP down.
Ugh.
17 to hit with the second one, so that's another 8 on top.
Mhm.
So that's 36. One on the bottom left.
That's just from one of them!
Okay, so God, maths, my brain. Because I believe the damage carries over. If there's
HP.
anything left. So 36 from. Oh no, fucking. Math. I'm so good at it.
Thing to die, what happened?
I'm just calculating damage and stuff.
Okay. Sorry, my question, I don't know at what point it cut out. You know, like when you take loads of damage in one go,
Mhm.
and if it reaches your hit point maximum in that round, would that be to kill me instantly? Would that
No.
be the T-Rex's HP, or would it be a Nessa's HP
Well,
if I took that much damage?
you're
anyway?
fine, basically. Long story
Oh.
short, I can't do the math at the minute, but yeah.
What?
Because the
Fuck.
flame skulls are currently attacking the T-Rex form.
Yeah.
When that breaks, any remaining damage that they've dealt to the T-Rex is dealt to you. But other than that, you won't be dying to this. I mean,
But I've got 11.
if Vantress gets a
Okay.
hold of you, maybe a different story. But
No.
You won't die this day.
But if they
Maybe.
dealt like 100, if they dealt 136 damage, would that be me dead because it's my T-Rex's
in
HP?
one round, no, because it would
Okay.
have to be your. They would have to double your health. In other words,
Right.
So you would have to go negative 136.
Right.
But
it's a T-Rex, is not a Ness as well. I'm in my T-Rex form.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fine. Cool.
literally, even
mean,
if they
it's
did
not,
double your
but-
health, as long as your character could survive double the health of the T-Rex, which you can't,
Nope.
just pretending for now,
Yeah.
the T-Rex
I
would
just-
die. You wouldn't.
I was just trying to wrap my head around it.
Yeah. So I'm just calculating all the final damage for when
Oh
your
no.
girl is there.
I don't want to.
God, math is not my strong suit sometimes. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's okay. You don't have to do the maths. Just round it down.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would.
She's practically begging you, of course she would.
So,
Please, don't kill my T-Rex. I've not even
reduce-
attacked with him yet.
unfortunately, the T-Rex falls.
No, my T-Rex. I didn't do anything with him. At least I survived, I guess, for now.
I'm gonna swap you with the T-Rex on the initiative real quick.
Okay.
The T-Rex takes 41 damage, but there's still a decent chunk left.
No, really? I've got 11.
There is 38 fire damage remaining.
Oh, I'm down then.
Oh shit.
That was nearly my hit point, so that would have killed me.
It would have to double your health, so it would have to do 86 damage total.
Oh, I see what you meant now. I thought
Yeah.
it was just because of my hit. I thought it was if it dealt more than your maximum hit points, then it kills you. Okay.
Well, I mean, technically
Technically,
that,
yeah.
Yeah, but because of my T-Rex, it's not that case.
because you had more than your max. Then,
I mean,
and
I'm
then
still
some.
down from a fucking T-Rex.
But
So-
you lasted longer than you would have been if you hadn't have been a T-Rex.
Yeah,
So.
I was cornered before I turned into a T-Rex. I was trying to explain why I turned into a T-Rex to Matt, and he was like, "Why are you a T-Rex now?" I was like, "Right, I was cornered on 11 hit points, and those things dealt like 20 plus damage, so
It was either that
that's
or I
my
die,
logic."
so
And
shut up.
it's not my fault. I didn't know that I was going to get teleported to a place where intelligence was important. So,
Well, dark vision, I guess, but yeah.
dark vision too, yeah, dark vision and intelligence, because I couldn't tell what was going on.
So
Okay.
as they each open up their mouths, the fires on the backs of their head push forward toward their mouths into these sick green and little trickles of emberous oranges, and then they start blasting them toward the T-Rex, who's flailing around, biting toward the air, trying to grasp at the fires before they reach. You manage to snag a few and chomp down and close them. We swipe a couple of their bolts of fire out of the air, but the attacks start to hit the right mark, and the body of the creature starts to break down until eventually it curls into a ball as it stumbles, and you curl yourself up. The spell breaks, shattering like glass around you, until it's only your form left, and these bolts blasting your uncovered form. And you try to resist until eventually your senses go out and you fall to the ground unconscious with little singe marks,
Can I do like a big dinosaur scream before I go?
of course.
Yeah.
And
And
as
then
that,
it just turns into a Nessa's scream, like, ah, shit.
I'm persuaded by that, yeah.
as
But
the
in a Russian accent, 'cause I can't do it.
You can't do a T-Rex accent. How dare
you
you?
can't do
No,
a T-Russian accent.
That goes
T-Rex.
T-Rex from Russia.
Oh,
Vodka.
I'm sure they don't say vodka
Right.
when they Get her right.
They might.
Daddy, daddy.
Unless
Um,
the T-Rex does.
as Tanessa, as you roar
Tanisha's D!
for the violent burning end, and
No!
your form shrinks down into your own, slightly burned. Ventress turns around to those of you that can somewhat see her, or otherwise.
I'm a
That's
beacon
one.
now.
She then turns, looks toward your unconscious form, and there is this air that runs past all of you. A sinister air, a deep, violent intent. And you can almost see this large black and red shadow looming out from behind Ventress that looks like a single horned entity, though still a shadow, two bright red eyes, two elongated arms that climb out with massive clawed hands, and it turns and looks toward each of you. A long slit appears where a mouth would be, opens up into a massive smirk, and then as Ventress's head turns back toward you each, you notice there's a slight face of confusion for a moment, and in the same moment, the shadow fades. But that is Ventress's turn. Lycoris.
Okay, because my turn's come around. I'm that effect has ended, right?
Mm-hmm. As
So
it
I can feel the
ends,
sword again.
you feel the sword's intent. You feel it tug against your soul, and it's almost like someone squeezed your heart for a moment. You are breathless, but then, as you take a deep, sharp breath in, the anger comes pooling in, and you feel the blur rush across your eyes for a moment as your eye color changes. But with it comes the power, with the fury. What would you like to do?
How has it reacted to a second person going down? Because it was already angry because of Legion. And now Anessa's down 2.
Strangely, it's not reacting.
Oh, stars, mate!
You fucking what? Does that mean you don't like me as much as fucking Legion?
He got history.
I am so annoyed from beyond the grave.
Oh, unfortunate. Well,
But I'm a woman. I thought it was feminist.
but it was also defenseless woman.
I was a
I wouldn't
defenseless
exactly
woman.
call Anessa defenseless.
You were also
She
a
was in that
T-Rex.
moment. Did you not hear the scream?
All jokes
Also,
aside,
you're not dead yet. You're not dead yet. You're just unconscious.
all
I will
jokes
be
aside
dead
though,
soon.
as you're thinking about that internally and you look at the sword with that confusion, there's no additional anger. You still feel the same anger from earlier from the sword, that intention to take over should you not fulfill the requirement. And seeing her go down, you do think about it for a moment. Maybe it's because technically Anessa's not innocent, maybe, but she is still, I mean, maybe you can consider her part of the new rule. That's up to you. But nonetheless, you figured something would come from it. You try not to think of it as much as you rush towards Vantress. But then as you're looking over toward her body, now the powers come back to you. You can't explain why, but as you're looking at Anessa, there's this weird sensation. Again, it's like a borrowed sensation as you look over toward her. The blade is trying to tell you something, but it can't convey it at the moment with all the tension. So unless you specifically took the time to figure out what that intention is, it will remain just a feeling. What would you like to do with your turn?
I want to smack her.
Okay. Then you smack her.
I clicked, but nothing happened.
Areas.
22.
So,
Oh, the second one came. That was weird. That was
Ooh.
slow.
So as you,
And 19 is meant to be a crit.
oh, that's weird. Hold on.
Oh no, it's not a natural 19. Doesn't matter.
No, yeah, no, it's it's 18. Oh well.
Yeah.
That's weird.
18 is also meant to be a crit. Oh no, because I rolled a 10. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
My
it-
brain is confused. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I need to sneeze.
So as you go running over all these thoughts, bless you too.
Thanks.
As you go rushing
Oh.
over, drawing the blade, swing toward her. As she's still turned around looking toward you, she smiles and just tuts out loud. And as you swing, you manage to hit her, but you notice there's this very thin veil that just is barely noticeable that slides the blade from her skin away, and it doesn't seem to cause her any damage, as she has cast the shield spell on herself.
What a bitch.
Only for the first one though, right?
Nope, lasts until your next turn, I believe.
What?
Yep, invisible barrier until the start of your next turn. You have a +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missile.
Oh, fuck this.
It really is a bitch.
A very magical bitch.
Scoundrel.
I'll use my bonus action to make a psychic link with her. Because I've damaged her within my last turn roll.
Yes. Let me find the thing. We'll go for
Because they took damage from me on my reaction.
that one. Okay. Is that you?
Yeah.
As you connect, the moment you connect, you have this flash of an image showing you the other room where you came from. And all you can see is, presumably from her perspective, it's a bit unclear, the image of her with her hand touching the cocoon of demise. And you're specifically staring at the cocoon as it's cracking very, very deeply by this point, and it looks like it's about to connect and fall apart. And it's strange because it doesn't feel like a memory.
Hmm?
What's happening right now?
Make a perception
Fucked,
check.
bruh.
Oof, very nice. So, with these good 2 seconds that your attention is gripped, you also notice in the corner of her eyes what looks to be the currently unconscious bodies of Vlad and Anessa in the corner of the room through this vision. You also notice just to the right of her perspective is Brewin's body, rested, also unconscious, against the side of the cocoon. But they don't look as if they've been knocked out. They look as if they're sleeping. Is that your turn?
She's in 2 places at once.
She's a what, sorry?
She's in 2 places at once.
Possibly.
I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Vladaru.
Hey! Oh, well, he just saw his sister go down, but he can't really do anything. How long does the thing with the magic last for? Is it finished now?
Yeah, it's finished.
Okay. Why didn't we get healing potions at any point ever?
And would we have had the chance in the last 6 months of play?
In
Well, I
our
guess
defense,
so.
we intended to get them and then we fell through a fucking hole in the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Well, he's gonna get really mad anyway, so he's gonna rage. Rah! And then I do, D8. Come on, get something good. Last time it was really cool, but it didn't work or anything. 3. Oh, I get a spirit, a pixie. An intangible spirit, which looks like a flump or a pixie, appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet. At the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect against another spirit on each of your turns as a bonus action. Well, she's gonna go next to Vantress, but on a side where Lycoris is gonna get hit. And it's gonna be like, it's gonna be like a pixie, but it's gonna have like a really horrible old face, like a rare, and it's gonna spawn there, and then it's just gonna automatically spawn in, just like sticking fingers up at her, just like fuck you.
There you go. I don't know. First thing I can find.
Other side, that's like Horace. There. Don't make it her like Horace. And it'll explode like straight after the current turn, right? Yeah, the end of the current turn.
I have given you control.
Thank you. And that doesn't use an action or anything. That's cool. Oh, bonus action to get it back again, but this turn doesn't use anything, apparently. Right, so it's gonna go like there, because then it's not within 5 feet of anyone else, is it? And then he's going to... He's going to use the Dusk Dagger, I think. Hold on, how far can that go? 60. Probably further than 60, aren't we? Oh no, we're not! Yeah, he's going to use a dust dagger and he's going to teleport to it, and he's going to use his sneak attack because Lycoris is within 5 feet.
Okay.
So does he attack with advantage then?
No. It just means you
Or
get
is it
sneak
just-
attack.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, extra 1d6 damage, that's fine. Okay. So yeah, he'll do the dust dagger. 23 to hit!
That does.
Oh my god! And then he's done the 1d6 already, sneak attack, hasn't it?
It should have. Yes. It's 2d6.
That's what he does. So he's teleported there, and then he's going to use his bonus action to disengage, and he's not even used his movement yet, because he teleported. So he is going to move his movement speed, I guess, 30 feet, jump back away from her. He can get nearly back again. So he's going to go back, but he's going to, rather than go back, he's going to come and stand next to Vanessa. Vanessa's body, even though he can't do anything about it, he's just going to be there. That's that. That's his turn.
Okie dokie.
Did she take damage from that?
She did.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Then. At the end of Vladiru's turn, a sudden command for fire boys. Because they are going to take advantage of Vlad being in range. And they're going to shoot a single fire rate each. Bippity boppity bippity boop. 21 to hit, 17 to hit, and 13 to hit, and then 9. So 2 hit. Vlad takes a total of 19 fire damage. Chloe, did your headset die?
Huh? Oh, sorry. It was muted.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was thinking he teleported there, didn't he? Because I wanted him to be able to go to her and like try to drag her away.
Hmm.
Where's my thing gone? Stupid thing. So if he went there, would he have been able to drag her like 5 feet away over here?
Yeah.
So can I do that? I mean, they'll still be able to hit her from there, won't they? I assume, or hit him.
Yeah.
But I just want him to be able to try and pull her away. He's gonna pull her that direction. He's gonna start going off that direction for future.
Okay.
He's still within range, isn't he? But
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
Just barely.
yeah,
If
cool.
that,
Well, he'll take it. How much was it again? 19.
yes.
There we go.
Also, I can't remember, did you say you was raging with him?
Yeah, he's raging.
Okay.
That's how he got his pixie thing.
True.
And
true,
then-
true, true,
And then, because it's the end of his turn, that pixie explodes.
true. How much does it do?
I think it was 1d6. Let me double check. Yeah, 1d6 force damage. It's got to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Boop. 11.
What?
Apparently she really fucking failed that one.
She's really clumsy. So 1d6 then. Oh my god. Oh, what? Yeah, that was pretty good. Vlad had a decent turn for once.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So,
So it goes poof
I'll
and
put
gives
her
us 6
on-
extra. No, 5 extra damage.
and she does not resist that, I don't think, because... Yes!
So he
Okay,
did
so-
a 15 damage, didn't he?
And as it
Altogether that
explodes...
turn. Yeah.
She turns around for a moment, seeing the slight marking along her back that destroyed a part of some of the flesh of her back. She then looks toward the lad, shakes her head slowly with that kind of no. Nessa.
Did you see the pixie giving a finger?
Also, yeah, just
Yeah.
just to add to the memes. Hell yes. Can you make me a death save, please?
Ew, no. That's a fail.
So, like Horus, you
Yes.
get a flash of an image while connected. Again, you're seeing the hand on the cocoon, Ventress's hand on it in that same form. But this time you see in the corner of your eye what looks to be a single line of blood come pooling out from Anessa's unconscious body, from her nose.
What the fuck? Can I see if the sword is reacting to this vision?
What are you doing?
Hmm.
Come on up.
It doesn't seem to be.
Silly
She
sword.
hates me. Confirmed.
Silly sword can't read.
So,
Okay.
as Anessa's turn finishes, Ardeo Girl is going to perform another fun action.
Oh no.
Why do you call her dear girl? She's not dear.
She's a bitch.
We don't like her.
She's going to cast a 3rd level or less spell. And she's going to use, I think, Vampiric Touch on you, my dear.
On
Lad
me.
can see it, so he's like, she's using vampiric touch.
Guys, she's using Vampiric Touch!
I used my action for it, so I might as well.
So as the energy crawls around her arm, she snaps her hand forward, grasps at your neck. There's no other damage that she does, but as she grasps your neck, there's this draw, a pull, that she's taking something from you. So it is 3d6.
Do I not get any sort of save?
It's a melee attack. So, 1 second. Why is it not? It literally has the attack attribute. It should just work. Why is the game broken?
Broken!
Oh, there it. God damn it. Okay, so submit. There we go. 29 to hit.
Rude.
Very. 16 necrotic damage. Do you have any resistances or immunities?
The fuck if I know? I don't think so.
I don't know.
In which case,
I think I just can't be turned into a vampire.
She can't be changed.
Then it's 16 necrotic damage, and she heals for the same.
Mental maths.
And as she draws from you, the damage she's already sustained is slowly being restored. And Nessa's turn is over. Her turn is over. Esatari. You!
So, you said it reminded me of a dream. Is it at all like the actual dream realm? Does it remind me of that at all? That I
Hmm?
went to?
It does, but a very, well, obviously more twisted version. It feels kind of false, is the way to put it. Like it was this. I mean, like it's constructed, but it definitely gives you the same vibes as the dream where you met the other dream creatures, the light, the dark dreamers, and where you had that weird episode with dream versions of your friends. It feels a lot like that.
I don't want it to actually take up my action though. Obviously, is there a way I can? Because obviously in that place you could kind of bend reality a bit.
You could.
You
But I want that to be my actual action.
Tell me this instead then. At the moment you start thinking about this, what's the first thing she would attempt to do? Like even if it's just a passing thought, like flicks a hand, that kind of thing, would she think of Tari, summoning a form of Tari, summoning one of her friends? What even small thing would she do?
I think about maybe summoning Tari as a little Almirage Fae, like I was just thinking about.
Okay. Well, considering this is a milliseconds notice, I have a raccoon.
That'll do.
We'll pretend it's an Almirage. They're just very colourful this time of year. As you think of Tari in the Almirage form,
Expander.
the creature appears at your feet, and you hear little scratches for attention. And you look down, and yeah, it's not technically Tari, but you know your intention was there, and it's a form of Tari, what it would look like as an Almirage.
Now I have to think about what this means. What am I gonna do with this?
Basically, your spirit Pete friends work at a call center where they help you. It's like, oh, Tari's not available today. Send Derek.
It's like
Derek.
It means that none of it's real. But
Am I insane?
Anessa is taking death.
Send Terry. That's because he's great.
I am gonna move forwards first thing. I think I had settled on this was where I wanted to go. Wait. Oh, whoa. There. And I would like to try and just kind of will the skull out of existence.
No.
Hold on. Let me just check the thing real quick. Make me a charisma check, please.
Charisma check. 1 second, I'm just checking my stuff. That's not that. Okay, I have no idea if it will apply because it's not on something, but I do have that.
I'll say because you rarely get to use it, feel free to in this case, though technically it's unrelated.
Yeah, that's what I
Feel-
wasn't sure.
But feel free for now. Oh, actually, no,
I
minor
got
correction.
I got Fae vibes from it, so. But
Oh no, it's our thing, secrets and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, sorry. I verbal blurble, ignore it. Do the thing.
Okay.
Oh, bitch. Mother bitch, fucker, that is hot.
Oh,
Look at that. So, as you rekindle this sensation of a once upon a dream, you summon Tari with a bare thought as an Almirage raccoon hybrid. Then you start to rush forward, trying to get your theory into definition. I'll say, just because of the check alone as well, I'll give you free information. As you begin running over and you push your intention toward the creature, as you start to will a change or a removal, you feel a lot of opportunity as you begin basically crushing, removing this speck from the dream. It's simple for you. You can do it with a snap of your fingers. You also feel enough power in you to cause its will to change, and you can make it part of your dream. You can control the creature if you want and tether it to yourself, or you can still destroy it if you want to.
Tempting, but if I do that, she could just take it back again.
Possibly. Though, to be fair, considering you just rolled a nat 20, it's going to be very difficult to do so.
Tis my skull now.
It's up to you.
Possibilities are endless.
Is it better to start trying to take things apart? I will claim the skull.
Okay.
It's mine.
Then, in that case,
Hoarding.
we will mark it with a delicious little blue mark. Its once sickly green flames turn into this delightful and almost water-like kind of blue, and it flows more than it burns. Its eyes, once smoked coals of an evil blacky orange, turn into little gems of a silvery blue. The skull is still a skull. We're not changing that, I'm afraid. But unless you want to.
It's a bird now.
Oh, if you fucking goddamn.
It's a skull. It's just prettier now.
Just
so-
pretty.
Looks like one of those Mexican candy skulls.
The
Yeah.
calaveras.
Yeah, sugar skulls.
Calaveras.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what it's called. Yeah. Okay. So as it transforms, it becomes less violent in appearance, though still just as powerful. It will perform during your turn, however you will it. You don't need to use any of your actions. It's more of a just, you think of a thing, it does the thing. Is there anything
Sort of
else
shriek
you would like to
gives
do
you
before?
compliments.
I mean, if you want. You can choose to have it do its attacks now, or you can do your own thing first, or whichever way you want.
I think I'll use it to attack now.
Okay. So just as a heads up, it has. See if I can find the fucking sheet. Jesus. It has its fire rays, which it can do 2 of during its turns. It does have spellcasting as well. Specifically, it has. You'll like the last one. And it still has all of its spell slots.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I'm really fucking lucky.
I was not prepared for this.
It can do 2 fire rays as a attack action, or it can do a spell.
Well, not gonna shield itself.
It's a reaction anyway when he's attacked. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nah. See the difference between flaming spear and fireball. Fireball is ranged.
Big range.
Flaming,
Eyeball is
Flamings.
beastie.
flaming sphere you can also move as a bonus
Yeah.
action, and it stays. That's because I used it for the first time the other day. Well, the other day, I mean, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And what does the fire ray thing do again? Sorry.
They're just simple attacks that do 3d6 fire damage if they hit. They're the thing that's been peppering the poor T-Rex, Anessa.
So after range of 6 foot, and I can move it. Okay.
The creature
I
has
think-
40 feet movement.
Ah, okay, that's right.
And a fuckload of
So
resistances.
can I conjure it somewhere? It does its attack and move it the same turn, or do I move it the next turn?
No, you can do it. It's counted as if it's doing its turn on your turn. All actions.
That ends its any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet. Okay.
Are you doing flaming spear?
I think we'll do the rays, the fire ray things, and attack one of the other skulls.
Okay. I have given you control of the character. One second. You can find it in NPCs, Undead. The Flame Skull is available to you. Open up the sheet and feel free to click whichever you like.
Yep. Okay, so I use that twice.
On
30
the,
foot range. Or do I do it against Vantress? I think I'll do it against Vantress.
she does currently have shield on her.
Oh, yeah. No, not that. Oh, that's to you.
They will. Oh no, that's fine. They will unfortunately miss.
No.
Yeah.
Why did Anessa keep getting hit?
Because I'm not very good at shielding.
No, because I apparently rolled fucking crazy.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Was that not my...
No.
Oh.
You do your turn with his turn, but your stuff is separate to his stuff.
Oh no, I mean, I thought trying to get rid of him and then taking him as my own was my turn.
Nope, not with that
I'll
roll.
do it. Oh, nice. I am gonna pop up Aura of Life again.
Mm.
So it's 30 foot. And get everyone in. I still have 5 foot. I put that? Then I get an essence.
Very nice.
Okay, that's me done now.
Okay. As your turn ends,
Yes.
Ventress summons the spear to her hand,
Bitch.
looking you in the eyes.
Who? Me?
You.
Okay. Sorry, there's a lot of us here.
There's only one person she's truly infused by.
Ew.
As she summons the spear pointed toward Anessa and Vlad. Her smile turns into a sadistic, fully fang and teeth grin,
Eh.
and give me a second to find the specifics because I do not want to get it written wrong.
Hey, do I get a hit point from the Aura of Life?
When you start your turn.
Oh, okay. Ooh, no, that's cool. Hopefully she doesn't insta-kill me before then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or I die first, you know.
Yeah.
So she aims it over. She is going to attempt to attack with a ranged strike. You, my dear Vanessa. Vanessa. Why am I saying Vanessa now? Fuck me.
Vantress and Anessa this time.
Vanessa. Well, yeah, that absolutely hits. 32
What
to
is-
hit.
what-
Who?
You.
Anessa?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
I
you
can't-
bitch.
I can't even help that. I was gonna. That's 2 failed death saves, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What?
She-
She's already got one.
No, that you are now on 2 failed death saves.
Oh, right. Oh my god.
As she points it toward you, the chains whir and tear off until only the last patches of them still holding on to the spear remain, and they go as far as their distance can and impale both of your arms into the ground for a moment, pin you there.
Oh, no!
And as they pin you into the ground, the chains wrap and bind your arms together. Immediately, Vlad, as he turns around very slowly as the sensation crawls along him with the effects of his magic awareness perking. And he has a confusion for a moment because he can't actually specifically give it a name. But as he looks down at your body, a dread runs across him and a brush of sudden whiteness, ghost-like, comes across his face as he falls to his knees looking at you, as if you are already dead. And as the chains bind your arms and keep curling and swirling around your body, binding it together, he shakes the effect off quickly and starts to try pull and tear the chains off. But he can't even stop them as they bind and tighten. And as Vantress's grin, toothy maw, starts to open up wider, that same sinister aura from earlier creeps up and out again. And she draws the remainder of the chains back. That which is running across Anessa binds her to the floor and binds her very being. And as the spear disappears, she looks at you directly, Lycoris, and almost like a double of her voice, an echo, occurs as she says, "One down, my dear."
But she's not dead, right?
Just pretty much.
So, Trafalgar. is going to give himself advantage on an attack, and is going to then shoot his crossbow at Vantress. Oh, it just misses as well, especially with her bonus.
Is that
Oh, wait.
advantage?
Whoops, pardon me, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
no.
yeah. So as the attack misses, he stands up instead, puts the crossbow away, pulls the linked daggers from his hip. I've already forgotten words. Pulls them free from their scabbards, looks at them for a moment, pulls them as far apart as they will go, and then starts to spin them at their edges. And that will be his turn for now. Ruben, you in particular, given your more divine nature of healing, can you make an Arcana check, please? Or religion, if you so please.
Arcana or religion? Okay. Either or, really. They're both the same for me, so. Good.
Looking over toward Anessa, given the whiteness that's crawling across her skin, and even just looking at the chains binding her, something very deep within yourself has just taken in a heavy amount of dread. It's not like you have any definite that she's gone, but something says within you, you can't do anything about that.
That I can't do anything about.
I'm going to start researching a new character.
Alright, well, with that dread, I'm going to move forward a little bit here. 360 whole bugger. Okay, right. Yeah. Just for the sake of sakes, that's going to be an awkward one. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Lycoris is technically over that magic sap
Yeah.
thing, which, yeah, okay. If I remember right, the skulls are necrotic, right?
No, they do fire damage.
Okay.
They have a lot of resistances and immunities, necrotic being one of them.
Okay, fair enough. Wait, sec. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, how do I even do this? You know what, stuff it. Right, for the time being, as I'm still trying to think things and be like, I, what do I even do here? Bloody hell. God damn it, Lee.
If I don't provoke, I'm not provoke
Yeah,
thought and
this
not
is
doing it
true.
right.
This is true. You make a point.
I don't want to think, I want to live.
Ah, bollocks, that's I'm getting fucking stymied. I didn't want to do it, but stuff it. I am finally going to do a team. I'm probably going to do multiple teams. Wait, yeah, that's concentration. Ah, so's that. Okay, you know what, stuff it. I am going to use combo number 2.
Mambo number 5.
I was thinking that, but I held it in.
Just for the sake of trying things, I'm going to try this. I'm going to hex Vantress.
Bitch. X that
Yes.
bitch.
Okay.
Yep. Gonna hex it.
Yes.
And as for the disadvantage on ability checks, I'm gonna make her have disadvantage on intelligence,
Okay.
just for the sake of things. That is my bonus action that I will be doing. And then I'm going to be using Scorching Ray. And that will be on... I'm going to go with Beam 1 on Vantress, Beam 2 on the skull over there, and you know what, let's just do a good old Beam number 3 on Vantress again. So...
Seeing you cast another spell, she is going to counterspell.
Are you kidding me, right?
Nope.
So I won't be able to use my Scorching Ray at all?
Pretty much. So you
Or just
begin-
on her?
No, in general. The spell itself gets stopped.
And it still costs a spell slot for me, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As you begin the usual process and you make the signal to ignite, you notice there is a small flicker of a spark and then it's quickly dulled as you see her hands held up, little flickers of magic swirling between her fingers.
Okay. God damn it.
Not just yet.
No, you're taking all the fun away.
There is a big grin, and in the case of you, Lycoris, you notice ever since this weird echo, her attention has been sort of divided, and she does look over toward generally where Brewin is a lot more. Is that you, Connery?
Pretty much, because I can't do anything else.
And is Ravi going to stay as he is?
Yeah, he's just staring at this raccoon on the floor.
Little bites and then
But-
just picks up a little bone, just kind of looks at it very confused, puts it down very neatly, picks up another bone, looks at it, tilts it a little bit, points it up toward where the sun would be, puts it back down.
You know,
As it comes around to Ventress, she is going to blip out of place with slip space, is going to appear back here.
What? Why? No.
She's going to summon her weapon, look down and then toward each of you. Her face, the corners of her mouth, they start to tear and rip across her face, and the smile widens to a concerning extent as you see the entirety of the inside of her mouth opens up into a grin, a smirk, a maw. As the weapon is summoned, what little remains of the chains around the spear itself, they whirl in joy almost and dance. There's this sinister red energy that crawls around her legs, up toward her stomach, from her fingers, along her arms, until it all coalesces in front of her chest, in front of where her heart would be. And they gather together like a spider web and form an intricate pattern like a shield almost in front of where the heart would be. The mask on her head seems to have this one single crack that appears where the bridge of the nose would be. And one goes down. And she drives the spear through Anessa's chest. And because Anessa is being attacked in melee by an attack she cannot guard, she gets 2 more failed death saves.
Can I use my psionic will to try and fuck with her? I'm connected to her.
What
The
would you
blood
like?
is just screaming.
I want to deal damage and hope it distracts her.
As you force your will toward her, there is an immediate attempted backlash from something. Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
So, within a split moment of you forcing your will forward, there is another will that isn't Vantress's that appears. You see the face of a blood-red skinned demonic figure, horns that curl back like ram's horns. The face appears for a split second, almost the entirety of his face is a torn open smile of a maw that appears for a moment, and it almost drags you into a different mindscape. It tries to pull you away, but you manage to push through and bypass him. I will roll another attack as if she did with disadvantage, though the chances of it still going through and being a final blow is very high.
I know, but I had to try.
You had to try.
Thank you.
Why didn't it go to public? That's weird.
Rigged.
Hold on. Just for the sake of full context. There we go. The attack still goes through with a 33.
Fucking hell.
God damn.
And as the tip of the blade pierces through, there is a sudden psychic backlash that pushes you out of her mind for just a moment. You still manage to keep hold of your connection. And as the blade drives through Anessa's chest, and Vlad bursts out with a rage more feral than anything his mother could ever induce in him, she still has 1 attack left. And as she steps
Bad.
onto the chest of Vanessa, crushing what little air remains in her, the chains climb up her leg and cover the spear once more as she goes for a sweeping motion toward Vlad.
No. That's even worse.
A 23 to hit with a total of 30 damage.
No.
Fuck!
As Vlad is knocked down, that is her round of attacks. And as she looks forward, the spear clutched in her hand, just swiping Vlad aside, knocking him down. She looks forward toward each of you, the more of a mouth gaped, and she leans back just a little, and you see almost as if she starts to defy gravity as she goes onto a full tilt, an angle, and you see this bright red smoke come billowing from her mouth for a moment. The lingering taste of death. It's so delicious. The eyes turn towards Brewin. How I've missed seeing your face. You're next. I will drain your blood and then take this body back and deliver it. Your siblings have been waiting. You wouldn't disappoint them, Brewin, would you? And then the spear disappears. And they take steps forward, and as they take steps forward, you see as there's a little crick of the neck, and the mask starts to crack until it falls to pieces. It's still Vantress's face, though one of her eyes has taken on a dark black colour. There's no pupil, there's nothing, it's just a dark black. And the other is a normal eye with a red iris. You see as these horns are now poking out from the top of her forehead. And there is something of a small, almost imp-like tail that grows out from her lower back. I've been held in pieces for so long, waiting for someone fool enough to release me from that woman. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun! And you're going to deliver me, Brewin, back to my body. Oh, it's going to be a great family reunion. Is there anything anyone would like to say or do?
The Scottish devil.
Bruin's just going to give very narrowed, angered eyes. And just not say anything, just give a glare.
Okay.
Whatever the sword tells me to react.
The sword is seemingly still not reacting, though not in terms of Nessa falling. As this thing happens, there is a strange, like, primal fear that occurs for a moment
Oh
that
no.
rushes through you for a moment.
My sword is scared. Oof.
And that effect is shared by you as well, Bruin.
Is that
Yeah.
me being scared, or is that the sword?
It's the blade.
Oh.
Bruin's spear also gives the same sensation to him.
Oh, the vestiges, the
Hmm.
thingies, the remnants. That's the word I was looking for. Too much.
Well,
Greek rock.
fractures in this universe, but remnants
The-
is the original
The-
clause,
yeah, my brain. So it's just mine and Brewin's.
Mhm.
I guess
Okay.
unless I won't feel hers.
Nope. Though, yeah. As that happens, I guess if no one else has anything they would like to say or do, that will be session.
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
What should I do for next week?
We've still got Vlad, and there is still time.
Sit tight.
Yeah, you. Uh, we can do some distracting. And Brewin can fly.
Although he does have a target on his head now.
And we don't have any more diamonds.
I will,
It's real.
since you are still connected to Ventress's mind, her other side, make a charisma save for me real quick.
Me?
Mm. You get these almost hot flashes in your mind that you're being shown the images similar to what you were before, but in this case it's slightly tougher to deal with them as they're pushed into your mind. But you notice through the eyes of what looks to be Ventress is the cocoon. There's a small crack that's opened up from the cocoon,
So this is fucking demise.
possibly. You see, in the moment that it cracks, which I suppose if it were to coincide properly would be before Ventress's tone changed. You see as it cracks open, there are like little hot flashes that come in a very terrible timing. They are separate by a couple of seconds of when Ventress acts weird, where the cocoon breaks. A spillage of this, what looks to be clear white liquid, comes pouring out like a wave.
Yes.
I know. I knew someone was going to say it.
It was always going to be Chloe.
Yeah, it
course.
was.
Out with that comes a single small bright crimson gem that slid out with it. Ventress looked down toward it, grasped it,
Dum dum.
and then looked up. Holding onto it in her periphery, you can still see it's there, but it starts to slowly fizzle away, chipping away. She doesn't notice it at first as she's looking up at the literal embodiment of a god slayer, or a god, imprisoner, as the cocoon's lid is lifted up by an awoken entity, Demise herself, as Demise's body lifts into the air. The hot flashes become painful to you as Ventress's eyes can barely sustain being opened, and she looks down toward her hand that is now marked with a bright red stain across her skin of her hand. And the symbol of the hells imprints onto her palm. And then she seems to fall unconscious.
Bitch is possessed.
Witches be crow.
Possessed by someone with an issue with Brewin, huh?
Or a connection.
Not just me.
It's his daddy.
I mean, it's specifically focused on you.
Yeah, but it seemed to also mention about my brothers and sisters. And
Yeah, it's your daddy.
about the race, and no.
Brewin's dad.
It is
Uh,
confirmed.
And she did see the face of a devil.
Yeah. I haven't told them that yet, though, because it didn't
Mhm.
seem like the right time.
Well, yeah, obviously everything going on. I mean, fuck.
Hey guys, you know Anessa's dying. Anyway.
Anyway, Brewin.
Anyway, Brewin, do you want to talk about some demon that has an issue with you? Because that demon's inside Vantress now.
oh boy.
But-
Wow.
That will be session.
Well, shit.
Well, yeah, that's yeah.
I will give a very mild disclaimer that once the fight with Vantress is over one way or another, then we can worry about if new characters need to be made. Because, firstly, I mean, in your case anyway, Chloe, it's a lucky exception that you still have that anyway.
Yeah.
But in the
I
case
play
that
to
you...
avenge my sister.
Yeah. I mean, to
Well,
be fair, that was...
he's knocked out at the moment, so
That
Yeah, but
was
she
the
doesn't-
original.
She doesn't seem that interested in Vlad though. Like she literally just pushed him aside with the blade.
yeah.
In
But
terms...
you know, she didn't seem that interested in anyone else other than like Aris before, and then she just went fucking ham on me.
That was to upset Lycoris, but
Yeah.
maybe she realizes Lycoris isn't all
Yeah.
that interested in Vlad.
It
See,
wasn't. It,
my disinterest in your brother has been so useful. You're very welcome.
oh
Apparently you didn't care about Nessa either.
no,
I mean,
apparently not.
I mean, she ain't no Trafalgar, so.
Oh,
I mean, come
Mm,
on.
I mean...
Trafalgar's like the
like your
Talus of this,
child,
the Talus of this regeneration.
your
Mm.
child that she never had.
Also, the sword's working overtime. Leave it alone.
It's tired, okay?
But yeah, TLDR, when the fight's over, then we can discuss if people want to attempt, I can't remember the exact spell, resurrection?
Revivify.
No,
No,
Revivify
it'll be
won't
true
work without
resurrection as well
diamonds.
as-
and it won't be within a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you know we knock this bitch out right now.
I'll try my best.
There's the problem of if you have diamonds or not.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
This is a castle. There's got to be diamonds somewhere.
You'd have
She
to
might have
get to
diamonds
them.
on her. In a
We can't
minute.
even do that. We can't even do the We can't even do the gentle repose because it's fucking Anessa that can do
Yeah,
gentle
that's what I was
repose.
gonna say.
I know, and it's so funny because can I say what I got from the thingy, Lee? Since I probably might not get to use it, because I'll probably die.
I'm trying to figure out what it is.
The
with-
thingy that I got when we got fed and restored.
Yes?
Can I share it?
I'll say yes. I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got this.
Oh yeah, the thing.
Yeah.
Please, come on.
So I was going to, like, when I came out of the T-Rex thing, I was going to do that on myself and save one for another person. But that didn't happen. So
Lee was
'cause
like,
that would have been a full
"Bitch."
restore of hit points and everything. So I just
Lee
wasted
was
the
like, no fucking with my narrative here.
Hey, look. I'm not
I
gonna
was
lie.
waiting for
I
that.
completely forgot she even had that. So
Mhm.
I just went with whoever was in line. She was low HP, knocked unconscious, and it was just like, well, that's free meat for Vantress and
Yeah,
slash
free
evil entity.
T-Rex meat.
You only see Chloe's character's free mate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it
These
wasn't
are
even
the
like
type
she
of
wanted to kill me because she hated me. It was just to piss someone else off. Fucking.
Sorry.
It's so
My defense-
annoying.
I didn't write this into my backstory. This is all Lee's maniacal invention.
Yeah. I have an amulet of Genesis as well, and I don't know what it is.
Wow, that auto revives you. How lucky.
No.
That'd be really
Wow.
good.
If
Right,
only someone had used that, if they were a cleric or paladin or warlock of Genesis, it might do something, but nobody is that, so, you know, it's not really going to do anything.
I'm not that, am I?
Isn't Trafalgar
No.
that?
No.
Oh no.
He's
not.
he's Kalimvor, the god of death.
Is Bree-win?
No.
Who?
If he is, he never fucking told me.
No one is. No one here.
Oh, no one actually is. Okay.
No. It's more like a
Okay.
trinket until you meet someone who can make
Oh.
use of it.
Maybe Vlad will find God after this.
Maybe.
It
I
was
also
very
have a
traumatic.
crystallized spider, but I don't think that's diamond.
No.
I don't think it's worth shit.
Worst comes to worst, we could find someone to bite. Oh no, you'd have to bit beforehand.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, really? What if? But the vampire lady's bit us to feed us, or did we just drink it from them?
It's sort of a magical. It's literally the opposite of vampirism, I guess. It's where
Yeah.
they temporarily give you their essence to
Yeah.
regenerate you, air quotes.
What did I put in my ring of spell storing? That should have been a revivify.
I think
mean,
it
Did I
definitely
not put-
was. I'm
That'd be really cool
Yes,
if I put
it was.
gentle repose in there.
Are you gentle
Oh.
repose yourself by accident?
The ring
I'm-
just goes off.
I'm gonna take.
It says occupied, so I put a spell in it, but I don't know what it is.
I'm taking your sheet for a sec if it ever fucking loads.
But I feel like
'Cause-
it would have, because you did it. You did it when we were in the castle, so it has to be something topical.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been
Hmm.
River.
It has revivify in it!
You're welcome.
Has it actually?
Yeah. Long story short, I remember when you were talking about it. Because when I don't remember the specific circumstances because my brain is dumb, but at one point you guys had been given or had found the ring, and I said that you can't put anything in it because there's something in it.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, there you go.
Oh my god. Did I identify it to see what was in it?
Funnily enough, I don't think
Probably
you did,
not.
but
I remember there being something in it, but I. Well, you guys don't really know about it. Sound fucked.
Maybe Vlad would know.
Someone steal the ring when I'm off my dead body, and then you'll find out. I'm gonna start writing up a will for next week, so if anyone wants my shit, I'll post it in chat.
Brewin might be able to sense it. You never know.
Yeah, I might. To be fair, Vlad does have that magic thing, so any magical items, and he knows what it is. He knows the school of magic that it is. So he would know if it's like a healing spell, wouldn't he?
So we need to get Vlad back up, huh?
Well, he'd be able to see it, yeah. So yeah, sort Vlad out. He can sort me out. Yay.
Except
Hold on.
the issue of diamonds.
I thought if it's got the spell stored in it, you just use it without a diamond, because someone's used a diamond to put the spell in there and activated it. I thought that was the point of it.
Oh.
the
Because they expend the spell to put it in there, because it expends your spell slot.
Mm.
Is that right?
Oh.
I mean,
that would
yeah,
be
you
very
need to actually be able to cast it to do so. Yeah.
But if
So
Brewin used the ring, it's a revive.
Well, technically, the ring of spell storing doesn't require that anyone who's using it to be a spellcaster. It
So-
just requires the person to know what's in it and to do the incantation. You're not casting it. The person who cast it is casting it.
So
yeah,
if-
it's
if-
by touching the ring.
So Vlad could figure it out and do it, even though he doesn't have magic.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. As long as he knows the incantation, he can cast the spell.
I'm pretty sure he could ask Brewin.
Ring of spell storing doesn't say anything about like expending anything
No, you
that
don't.
you need for the spell, but I'm assuming that you would have to expend it anyway, or when you cast the spell.
No.
So would it matter that we don't have diamonds? Because the diamonds would have been used up at the time of storing your spell, or would you have to have diamonds now to be used?
TLDR, because the spell is in the ring, it has been cast with its minimum requirements.
Nice.
So, whoever uses it doesn't have to be a spellcaster. They only need to
Yes.
tell the spell to activate.
Yeah.
And
They
then
don't
the
need
spell will
components.
activate. No, because
Okay.
all it's basically like the spell's already been cast, but at a delay.
Yeah. That's what I thought. So yeah.
So we just need to find a way to figure out the spells in there and use it without metagaming.
Yeah. Good luck.
Well, that'll be fun because he's got his.
As-
Oh wait, he'd have to cast his magic thing again, wouldn't he?
You've got two big problems. Obviously, the meta notwithstanding. Vantress is in your way, and Vlad's unconscious.
But
As
we've
long as
got
I don't take damage until that, he will get HP on his next
yeah,
turn.
that's true. 'Cause
Oh,
of the
true. Yeah.
aura.
Because he's in my
And
aura.
his turn is after Lycoris's.
That's
Yeah.
assuming he's not taken out before then.
Yeah, which is what I said about me getting 1 hit point
Yeah,
back,
which is what
Hmm.
happened.
and I got taken way,
course,
way,
'cause-
way out.
Because the other 3 skulls still have their turn though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they do.
Um,
And he's good at better range as
what
well.
was I gonna say?
You will her back into existence with your bending reality thing. Oh dear.
I mean,
For all I know, we all can do it. I have no clue how this works.
which is the thing I love the most. You have so much potential.
Try it. Try
Also,
it.
I feel like if I had known I would have done so well on that charisma check, I could have done something, I don't know, more useful. I had not planned for anything.
I'm going to take over the skull.
It was a good idea at the time, so you can't blame
Oh
yourself.
yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. This is my school now.
God, we're gonna have to try so hard not to metagame. This is gonna be awful.
Well, let's be honest.
I know.
Who's going to remember by next week?
Not me.
I mean, this I will. You know
I'll
what
be
I'm
like, I have a ring of what
Probably
now?
You know what? I'll spend the entire week trying to figure out how to do things better.
And due to the fact that this has been
I'm gonna
highlighted
be-
so prominently, my memory will probably remember it.
I'm gonna be in school tomorrow. The kid's gonna be like, Miss, how do I work out this thing? I'm like, quiet, child. I'm figuring out how to unalive myself.
I am
Leave me in peace.
contemplating everything.
I'm gonna get them to come up with creative ways.
It's gonna
But I
be
do
kind of interesting.
have Vlad's magic thing. I have something that might work.
Although to be fair,
but-
you'd have to redo that now because he's unconscious.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
What I was gonna ask. Can we have a timer for Anessa so we know how many rounds it is till a minute's up?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
6 seconds around, isn't it?
So can you just turn Anessa to like her number?
I can just add another.
Because I want to know. I want to be able to time how long we have until any revivify spell runs out.
Oh yeah, she was on top of me, bitch.
Hold on, let me.
This is a really hot Vantress as well, so she probably would have enjoyed it if she'd have been awake.
That's
wearing-
the true cruelty of the
Yes,
situation.
it is. It really is. She would have seen right up that skirt.
Just looking at a thing real quick. Don't mind me. Hmm. Does that let me? No one knows who this is.
I
What
do.
Put him away.
Is that Esatari's brother? The little one that was being talked about. He's so cute.
Oh, so there was a thing for the thing I'm about to show you, but it never came to fruition because Jarl managed to get your sanities improved before the Underdark fracture all over. And here's what was going to happen if you didn't.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
wasn't doing too good.
Oh my god.
We love
Oh, I
We
like that
love
even
it.
more.
We love a dark story.
Look at her little eyebrow twitch as well on that picture. She's like frowny eyebrows.
She was literally going to have like a knife in the dark moment with Anessa, where it was going to be you two got very flirty, and I was going to have it be so that I was going to message you, Megan, privately and say, so listen, things have gone for a turn for the worst for you.
Yeah.
You and Anessa, there's just some really good chemistry there now. But also you're going to stab her in her sleep.
Nice.
Oh, so either way I would have died.
Oh no, this was during the Underdark stuff. If you guys
Oh, okay.
stuck around for one more day, she would have turned flat evil.
Wow.
Wow, that was lucky.
It was. Well, Anessa might have liked that death better. At least I got to, enjoy it beforehand. Ooh, what's that?
I'm just using it as the death token.
Oh, the death token. Oh, it's so sad. Well, yeah, it's a good job that I looked at my inventory to see what I had to divvy up to you guys to see that fucking ring. I also have transmutive potions, which I can't remember what they do either. I have a letter from Vantris. I have Vortic's sigil dagger. I have a hot pepper as well,
Nice.
so I could do my dragon's breath. A little bag of sand.
Wait, she's on zero. She's on 0. She needs to be on 10 turns, right?
Yes.
It's on
What?
0.
Why?
It's on 0.
Yeah, because 0 comes before 1.
Oh,
It's-
are we
it's-
counting up?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, if you wanna, if you would prefer a countdown, I felt that would be more ominous. But all right.
As long as we remember which way round it is.
Yeah. See,
Trust-
my brain goes to like taking away. I'm taking away the time left
Yeah.
rather than counting up the time.
Well, I mean, it's on 10 now, so. And don't worry, I'm not going to forget.
Traumatic. Why
That's
do you
the
do
point.
this? You already killed Trafalgar, and then we had a 3-week wait.
Yep.
To revive him, and now you go and do this?
I told you when we were talking, expect deaths in this.
I know, but I didn't think you were being like. I didn't think it would be in
Serious?
this
Yes.
session. I didn't think it would be immediate. I thought there'd be some way to mitigate it.
I also have a mess kit that I've not washed for ages, and a water skin full of vodka.
I
Of-
mean, Vlad's gonna need the vodka.
He's gonna, if he lives. I have a scribed scroll of sleep, and a scribed scroll of heat metal, if that's helpful to anyone. So, you can put the chicken to sleep and carry him or something.
We can put him to sleep and put him out of his misery.
Yeah, I have some rhubarb as well. I don't know where I got the rhubarb from. But
Rhubarb
I
is
have that.
poisonous to dogs. Fun fact.
Almost
Rhubarb is
everything's
poisonous
poisonous
to
to
dogs.
dogs.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Ah.
What do the transmutive potions do?
All
Also
sorts.
poisonous to dogs.
Yeah.
The transmutive potions are the things that you guys used, well, Trafalgar used, to not only temporarily turn himself into a pseudo-werewolf, but to transform the dragon into a dragonborn permanently.
Oh. Ooh. Maybe I'll drink that if I
you live.
unalive myself.
Well,
Wait.
I'm gonna...
If
I
you
have a
live, you're
grenade
gonna
too.
immediately drink a potion that could end your existence.
Wouldn't it be really funny if
It
I
could
dropped
turn
to
you
the
into
floor?
like a snail or something.
Yeah. And then Vlad-
Permanently.
I come back to life, and then Vlad steps on me as a snail.
Squish.
Exactly.
It's just a little. Oh, but if I fell to the floor and then the grenade in my pocket went off,
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
oh no, maybe we can save her, and it just goes boom.
You know what would be the worst?
Never mind.
Is if you got transformed into a snail, all of your equipment blended with you, and then you got killed.
By
Yeah.
the equipment crushing me.
I mean, I was more thinking the equipment inside you, and then it just disappears into non-existence. But yeah, that too. That'd be worse.
Oh no, that'd be bad. Well, Vlad has my dagger, so. But I can messaged on it just in case that was helpful too. I'm way over carrying capacity, so I hope we're not
Yeah,
counting that.
I've never counted it. I've known you've been over capacity for ages now.
I've been over capacity since day one, probably. I'm not very strong.
On that happy note, fucking night, guys. Don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
nightmares.
Yeah, just
Good
to
game, guys.
just to hammer it on. If you guys would like to know who's on the list of dying next, it goes Brewin. Yeah, obviously. Fuck you.
Cheers for that.
But the chicken. The chicken is safe. Yes.
The chicken's last. Don't worry.
Yay.
Nobody really,
Vantress doesn't even
Chicken
notice
wrap
the
with us
chicken's
all.
there.
nobody really even cares about the chicken.
Remember this, Lee. We still have
Come
a
on.
one shot,
Yeah,
The
we
chicken's all we've
do.
got left.
which I get to be just as cruel to you.
Hey, look, the difference is I'm just as happy to let all of the people around me in that game die. So, fight me. I'll fight
I
you.
wanna
I've seen you camels.
Maybe-
What are you gonna do? Bite me? I've got a spear. I'll stab you.
You've seen how many camels I threw at you.
I know, it was fun.
I know.
Cowboy win
terrified
again because
everyone
I
else.
was actually pretty good in that, and in this one I'm fucking useless.
It terrified everyone else because after you left and next day I went in the chat with them, Charlie was like, "Why is there so many camels?" And it scared me when you threw that many camels. And Felicia was like, "Yeah, I kind of panicked." I went, "Well, you accidentally did a really good thing with that spell you had."
It was the
Because I did a car
thorns?
pile-up sort of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
the snaring. I can't remember. What it's
When
called,
when you
yeah.
go through it, you take 2d4 for every 5 feet.
Yeah, and I pretty much did that. You know, when I was like right, I'm going to need to do some rolls. I was literally rolling two. I think it's 2d4 or something like that, or 2d6 each time it moved 5 feet. So I was doing loads of rolls and just moving them. And I'll give you this one for free. They had 15 HP max.
Oh, I know.
So with that, each roll that I did,
They had
I
very
just made
little,
like a pile.
very little
yeah,
AC.
Yeah, I made a pile-up system so that the camels can climb over because the roll that I did to determine how many camels I threw at you was high, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
I wasn't worried.
I threw vampiric camels at Lee and the group he was with.
Vampiric.
They're in a desert cave. Yeah, it was my greatest masterpiece ever. Vampire camels. Scary yet very oddly not overwhelming. A little bit underwhelming, but with the mass numbers they made up for it, considering they also had pack tactics,
Beast.
which I found was a nice touch, considering I made them up on the spot. I was like, you know what, let's give them pack tactics. They got low AC, they got low AC, lowish health, enough for a level 3 to be able to take them. Yeah, let's throw multiple. Let's give them pack tactics and just make them full on annoying.
Right.
Plus, I just wanted to test how well Lee's group would do, considering Lee's with everyone who's pretty much a newbie, more or less.
It's alright, I carried them
Yeah,
on my poor crippled back.
yeah, you meat shield the shit out of everything, but they did some really high rolls with you, which I'm quite happy with because the second group, the rolls I was doing just were not meeting anything. They were not hitting at all. And it frustrated me to no end, to the point Hammy was just like, kill a camel, kill a camel, kill a camel, kill a camel. And I'm like, he's killing everything, and yet mine aren't even hitting any of them.
Welcome to the duality of the games. One game, you're there murdering all of your players. Next game, they're killing all of your shit, and you're doing nothing, and then they're just like, this is easy. And then one day you kill one of them, and you never hear the end of it.
But they did have the tankier group, though, because they had a warrior, barbarian, an archer, and a paladin.
Yeah.
So their group was very tanky compared to your group, Lee, which you're the only tank. They have 2 rogues, a druid, and a sorcerer.
Well, put it this way. in a party, you don't need to bring all of the meat. You need to get a bit of variety, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Just put one really good platter of meat and let everyone just ravage the thing, and then that way you've still got something left on the table afterward.
I'm hungry now, thanks.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
My meat analogy is not lost.
Right, I'm gonna go to bed.
Same.
Me too.
Okay.
Thank you, I enjoyed it despite dying.
I feel kind of mean, so I apologise in advance.
So you should-
Bye!
Bye. Bye, everybody. Jeanne. Your timing, newbie, I'm afraid, is very terrible, as we have just finished for the day. So, I am signing out, though I will be back as long as our group is still playing again at the same time next week. We will be back live then. So, hi Romeo, bye Romeo. And anybody else who is and or was watching, or is watching on YouTube, because I upload this there for the sake of not only my note taker but my friends to watch back. Yeah, I don't really have a way to end that, but yeah. Good night.